work this time? Let's count to fucking 5. Is YouTube gonna work this time? Let's count to 5.
I'm big.
Welcome back, son. How you doing? Okay, let's see. Is YouTube gonna work this time? Everybody say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, you know it's kind of unfortunate. I'm streaming on Odyssey right now as well, but I realized one thing. Hey, look, YouTube actually worked this time. Well, wow. I realized one thing. I probably can't because, how do you say it? I probably can't connect YouTube to text-to-speech because, I don't think I can connect this. Enter full source. I am curious. Okay. Stream is up right now, so our text-to-speech is up right now, so you guys should be able to talk now. See, double check. Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to see if Odyssey will... I'm going to see if I can get Odyssey to work. Let me see. Twitch is on. Okay, yeah. Okay, go ahead and speak now, Zen. Or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna do one thing. Hold on. Everyone just, yep, okay. Let's go on Twitch. Perfect. Copy that, paste that. Put this.
I'm tired, boss.
I am too. All of us usually are, typically. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Okay. Here's what we're gonna... I'm going to see if I
don't mean physically tired.
Tired and... Okay. What do you mean tired by? Like, tired of what? Wait. Actually, I don't even know how the fuck I can... Am I streaming on Odyssey right now? I actually do not know. There's a way to live stream on Odyssey. I already started it, or I hit start on it, but I actually realized I don't even know if it works. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure if it works. Let me see. I don't even know how
Well,
to...
I'm American. I think that gives you everything you need to know.
What specific thing exactly are you talking about today? There's always something new, so it wouldn't surprise me. There's always some new fucking bullshit that they always pull up, so... Nope, not sync YouTube channel. Not my channel page. How the fuck? There's a way to go live before, and then I just kinda forgot how to do it. Or forgot how to check in on it. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. Am I live right now is the question. Let's see. I have no idea if I'm live on my Odyssey right now. Let me see. It says that I'm live.
Well, just tired of the government being both corrupt and incompetent.
Yep. That's the reason why you show up to, well, let's see. Are you an adult? If you are an adult, I must notify you to show up to local, what do you call it, show up to, God damn it, not civil, city councils, show up to city council meetings. It makes all the difference. Show up to city council meetings, show up to town hall meetings. It's important, sadly, yes, the government is incompetent as shit. That's the reason why that's the reason why every state has to separate from the federal government for now and just kind of work on their own thing for a bit until freaking we get someone else that actually,
I am an adult, and I've been looking into showing up to city council stuff. But unfortunately, I live in the middle of nowhere and lack a driver's license.
Yeah, that is true. Because why you are that's fair. You're in a rural area, so it is far harder for you to probably survive than it is for like people that live in a city. Because I live in a city, right? So it's very very simple. It's very easy for someone like me to like go to a city council meeting because like or go to like what do you call it? Go to like a town hall meeting because they're all like super easy to get to, but I've noticed you're out in the middle of like fucking rural farm area towns, so it's probably a pain in the ass. So an alternative, what do you call it? An alternative is to what do you call it? An alternative is to be more individualistic. So like if there is like some kind of corporate shit out by you, just you know, don't follow the rules. How do I say this? Like basically don't buy from like giant corporations like or not. Yeah, don't buy from giant corporations. I mean as much as you can. And then not to mention if they decide to build shit and you don't want it there, burn it because they can't do shit in like a rural area. The like city people have to get together and like have to come together and like destroy things together and like in order because they're going to send like their fucking like military and like we have to actually fight it like it's a war. In rural areas, if there's like something like a data center or something like a corp like a Spudsy or like a Budsies or whatever the fuck it's called. What the fuck is the crazy Buckies? If there's like a Buckies or like something that you don't want there, you can literally burn it and no one will know. Like it sounds crazy, but you can literally like throw a cocktail at it, allegedly, of course, in Minecraft, but
For legal reasons, this is all a joke.
yeah, exactly. This is all a joke, exactly. Just, you know, for fucking, you know, uh, yeah, I mean, you like, yeah, in Minecraft, of course, we're talking about in Minecraft, of course. Yeah, this is just like, it's, you know, you can legitimately like rural area like people like these corporations don't want you to understand that rural areas just never have to follow laws. Like that's the best thing about it. Like you usually people do, but like with my grandparents, you know, a lot of times they basically like the best way that my grandfather described it was like sure they basically rely off of just people following laws in good faith rather than following laws in good faith rather than um like it's a two-sided thing where it's like they got to be good faith for you to follow laws in good faith, but if one side breaks the trust then you can just kick them out. So you know it's very very easy to like to destroy like shit in rural areas because they don't really do anything about it because how long like the police will take forever to get there. Military, like they're just not going to send a military out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Hang on, I have a good quote for this. Give me a sec.
Yeah, they have no reason to send the military out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. They have no reason to like have like the FBI or any kind of important shit, you know? It's just that's not where their control is, so it's very easy for them to just bail on it. So, where's the viewer attack thing? There it is. Um, yeah, like in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, so it's easy. It's pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, Sorry, I have a friend that keeps like talking to me about about like corporate like bullshit.
When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Thomas Jefferson.
Yes. Yeah. Um well yeah, I could have given you that. I'd have given you that quote. But yeah. They don't choose to adapt with. Nations will fall if they choose to adapt. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, my phone kept trying to autocorrect tyranny to something else.
I got it. Sorry, I have a friend that's like talking about freaking GTA 6 being like $80, and I'm like, and he's like, God, man, modern gaming is so fucked. I'm like, well, actually, no, it's not fucked because I'm like, it's like, if you don't, if a game is too expensive, don't buy it. Because if a bunch of people, if they don't sell enough copies, then they'll lower the price. Companies will lower the price if they can't compete or if they don't like sell enough shit, especially video games. Video games are fucking beyond the level of like, what do you call it, video games like are so out of a chokehold now. Like there are so many indie games, that there's so much, like so many fucking indie games now.
If they can't sell the product, they'll be forced to either lower prices or go out of business.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing, is like indie games, like modern gaming is not fucked. Modern gaming is at the best point it's ever been, dude. Like modern gaming is just straight up like, people are like, oh yeah, well it's like, oh, modern gaming is so fucked because like they're talking about all these AAA games being like trash, and then fucking what do you call it? All these indie game, like these AAA games being trash, and then how you say it, and then like the prices being extremely high, and I'm like, brother, so here's the cool thing: buy indie games. And they're like, oh well, indie games don't really have that kind of budget. Have you
Quit whining and buy things made by people who actually care.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, here's the funny thing. It's like the irony is, I'm like, it's like anybody that says that they can't do what AAA games do now are completely ignorant now. Because it's like, brother, there are several fucking indie game companies now that are out there making games as high quality, like higher quality than AAA companies have been doing for a long time. Like they're competing with AAA companies and making products that are so fucking good, like making things that are so goddamn good that like they're able to, like, what do you call it? They're able to beat out, like, they're so good they're beating out AAA games. Sorry, I guess I got a little too excited there, because I said what I said, or I said something too early. But like, it's just the fact that like AAA games have gotten so fucking good, or AAA games, my bad. Indie games have gotten so fucking good, and like indie TV shows, indie shows.
I get it, and I agree.
Yeah, indie shows and indie games have gotten so good that they are now on the fucking. They are better than AAA. Anybody that bitches about AAA games or AAA companies are just bitching to bitch, Like, I hate that fact because they're like, God, these games are like, it's like, oh, AAA games are doing so bad, like, or it's like, oh man, God, the modern gaming market and modern like entertainment is so fucked because this corporate company doesn't. Because these corporate companies aren't making good shit. I'm like, yeah, because you want to know who is? The indie people, the people making indie stuff. I get the idea that, again, yes, there are people that are just like small groups of people, but guess what? There's also small groups of people that now have like grown to to a corporate level that are now their own version of corporate AAA companies. It's like, sure, they're still technically they're indie companies because they're like B companies. companies, right? Like they're like triple B companies instead of triple A companies, right? It's so fucking crazy, like the level that these people are like able to do now, man. It's awesome. You know, it's like just genuinely art has never been like so dominant before. Don't get me wrong, corporations still are trying to like make like fucking shitty AI and shit like, you know, become the norm, but it's not fucking working because people like quality over quantity, right? Like they don't want like shit like just like spewed out at them, right? They don't want shit like done within like a fucking, you know, if shit's gonna be done in like fucking like trash, or you're just gonna send out trash, then people are gonna treat it like trash now. Like there are people that just give a shit about what they're putting out now, you know? It's just AAA companies just can't compete, where like AAA companies can like, you know, I'm not saying they can't compete with that. They can compete with that. They just choose not to because they're fucking morons. You know, they're losing money. You know? It's like, this is the irony, like, this is the reason why, like, just people, like, things are
Quantity
failing.
has a quality all its own. Stupid people.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's just like, there are just people that genuinely don't understand that being, like, what do you call it? Quantity has a quality all on its own. Yeah, and I have no idea who the fuck says that, but, I mean, shit, I've never heard that quote before, but sure. I would imagine. I don't know, man. People just need to understand that, like, or not people. Yeah, I don't know. It's like all these fucking weirdos that are obsessing like online about AAA games going to shit. I'm like, brother, just, you know, how about you just, I don't know, play like games that, you know, that are catered to you then, you know? There's games catered to fucking everybody by this point. Even the stupid little anti-woke Gamergate motherfuckers, like those guys definitely have games like adapted to them by this point. There are so many games that like the indie companies have like that are, you know, don't have any of the weird woke shit or the weird, like, you know, the quote unquote woke shit, you know, that they talk about, or any of like or obviously like the, I don't know why they want these games with like buff men or like women that have,
You want
like,
a game about something? It exists in indie games.
yeah, exactly. Pretty much, dude. It's like, the irony is, I think it's really funny that there are just like dipshits like, you know, and I'm sorry, I know I'm bringing him up again because I bring him up every fucking stream, but fucking Asmon constantly bitches about video games. And then it's like, there was this one that he watched this, like, he watched this event, right? This like indie game awards, right? For some odd goddamn reason, he was like bitching and being like, God, man, oh, they're like, why are these games? It's like, God, what are these games? These games suck. And I'm like, I've never heard of these. I'm like, yeah, because they're indie games. Like, what do you mean you never, like, yeah, no shit, dude. Oh man,
I mean, he's a good bad example.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good bad example. Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's like, this dude, like, this dude bitch about being like, God, I'm so tired of this anti-woke, like, fucking, this anti-woke game, or like this anti-woke, sorry. I'm so tired. Sorry, I'm talking about myself real quick. Talking about anti-woke, sorry. He's like, oh, I'm so tired of this woke, like left liberal agenda bullshit. And I'm like, brother, there are so many games now that are indie games that are not this, like, whatever the fuck woke liberal bullshit that you're talking about, that are the opposite, and they're indie games and they're good. You know, it's like, if you don't want that shit, then just don't play those. It's not meant for you. I'm sorry, oh man, the game with the fucking furry character, like, I'm sorry, the game with like all the fucking furries, like riding a fucking, like, sorry, let me talk about a really recent game where it's like, or not recent, I guess it was last year, but the, like, you know, oh, you mean the character with like the fucking furry character riding a fucking motorbike and like rescuing his boyfriend, you know, from like, you know, using his like fucking motorbike to do like flip like sick tricks to like to rescue his boyfriend from people trying to like, or people like from assassins. Man, God, man, wow, that game is not meant for you. Yeah, I wonder why. I don't know. Are you a gay man? I'm sorry. Are you I'm sorry, are you into like furries? I mean, yeah, no shit, dude. No shit, that game's not meant for you. You know what is meant for you? How about the guy that was jailed by a fucking, how about the other indie game that did really well? That was this guy like jailed by like a Russian like mafia group that basically killed that killed his wife and his daughter in the plane crash, and he's trying to get revenge for his wife and daughter. Like, I'm just saying, and he like goes through this like badass journey through the fucking snow and has his and gets like he gets his ass like beaten, but he also like fucking kicks ass as well. He like has this whole vengeance story. I think that is like, that is definitely meant for you. Some big a big badass very
It's not made for you.
lean.
It's an indie game. It's made for people who will actually like it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, even indie game, like, there's an indie game, like, there are indie games meant for them, too. It's just, they just choose to bitch about, like, the stuff that isn't for them. I'm sorry, like, sorry, not sorry, but there is so many fucking games out there by this point that are just, like, there's so many games out there by this point that are just meant for them. And they still but they rather spend their time hating shit than, I don't know, going after, like, that actually just playing, like, supporting the games that actually, like, are good, Like, I literally looked at his fucking channel at one point, and rather than him basically playing, like, a game that's,
They're
like,
too lazy
about...
to actually have fun.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Well, it's not even they're lazy. Like, you can be lazy and still have fun, right? You just have to, like, you'd still be lazy, like, to find these games, because they're obviously always going to do well. It's just the fact that they don't want to, like, they just don't want to be happy. That's it. There is literally something in front of their face that there is people that genuinely, like, make games for them. And, like, don't get me wrong, there's still a bunch of people that clearly still, like, actually just do, like, support that. But there's people like Asmongorbage that just, like, do shit for content. And it's like, he just does shit for content and just wants to bitch about things and doesn't want to actually, I don't know, just have fucking fun. Like, have you seen Asmongold ever actually smile? Have you seen him actually laugh? Have you seen it, I'm just saying, I've never seen a clip of someone just like, I've seen him do the fake laugh or the weird, weird forced laugh where it's like something, or he's like cringing at something, I guess, or he finds cringe, I guess, and then he does that fake laugh about something, and then, or like fake laugh, and then he just kind of like, then he gives his fucking, I don't know, crazy rant about it. I don't know, dude. It's just like, it's so fucking dumb. Like, it's so weird because I'm like, brother, how, like, you could not pay me to be that unhappy. And that's the irony. It's like, I mean, maybe people are paying him to be that unhappy, but, like, why? Like, what's the point? There are several people that do exactly what he does, but guess what they do? They're at least happy. They at least, like, they actually get bitches. Sorry, but, like, sorry, not sorry, but these guys at least get, like, bitches and shit, They at least get bitches, and they actually at least, like, fucking, survive off of, like, or, like, they may still do, like, shit that's terrible, but at least they fucking enjoy their life, like, they at least enjoy things sometimes, and support things that actually, like, may not be, like, a bad, things that are, very neutral, pretty much. I don't know. Like, it's so weird. He's so odd. I know the reason why, like, the only reason...
I enjoy my life. And I'm not a shit person. It's pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's easy to not be a dipshit, right? But, like, the irony is even the worst type of people are, like, still weirdly even enjoying their fucking... Like, even people that act just like him, don't just constantly 24/7 hate. Oh, here's this Twitter thing that exists. Here's this tweet I saw. Oh, here's this other tweet. Like, oh, here's this game that, like, what do you call it? Here's this one game that I'm gonna act like there's, like, an insane strategy to, even though, like, I'm just gonna act like it's, like, I don't know, they just like busy work, I guess, which is not personally my thing. But it's like, the dude just never smiles. He never smiles. He's never happy. He's never, like, I've never seen a smiling picture of him being genuinely happy and laughing, I just don't see him like having like a real human laugh. He just doesn't act human, you know? I don't get it. I don't get what the point is of being angry all the time. I get the idea because it's like, oh yeah, well, I can be kind of hypocritical that like the same way because I look at a lot of like bullshit like that. But I also am a person that like laughs. I like fun shit sometimes. The shit that I look at is sometimes just not serious. Like the fucking E3 thing is obviously me just having a fucking laugh at like how fucking stupid it or how hilariously like bad it was. Not even bad, but like how obviously like awkward it is, right? It just it's not the worst thing in the world to just have fun sometimes, But okay, where the fuck is the goddamn strokes? Like, what am I grabbing that's an object? Oh, that's an object. Huh, okay. Just like women, am I right? No, I'm joking. I'm not like that. I'm not like that, I promise. I don't do that shit. Yeah, I mean, I just sorry ladies. I don't like banging women, sorry. I'm taken. Anyway. There you go. That's as far as I can go with that kind of stuff. Why did I Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's as far as I can go with freaking with with that kind of weird shit. I don't know. Am I sexist? Maybe. I don't fucking know. I don't really, I mean, I've had like friends that were women before, but again, I don't know. If I'm sexist, I'm sorry. If I'm racist, I'm sorry. I don't intend to be that way. I'm not trying to be like a piece of garbage. I'm like, I just genuinely care about people, but at the same time, like, I also, unfortunately, let me be frank here. I look like a pasty motherfucker, and I am a man that likes other men. So there is going to be points where I will say something that is probably out of line that I don't even recognize as out of line. And if I need to be called out on it, please call me out on it, because I do genuinely, it is always important for me to be like a human being. I'm not trying to be a piece of shit to everybody, so. No, I don't know. Am I sexist? I don't know. Maybe. I've I don't really bang women, so maybe. I don't know. I don't really, I've like talked to women before and had like friends that were women, but again, I just don't think my best friend was a woman. But again, that's like saying that it's like, oh yeah, well, it's like, oh well, my best friend was a black guy. Oh, my fucking partner is a black man. Oh, that means I understand it. No, I don't. I clearly don't. If you gotta, there's just things I just won't understand because I'm a dude. Because I'm a guy that looks white. Simple as that. Like, call me racist, call me sexist, call me whatever the hell you want. I will gladly like fucking, I will gladly try to change certain things if I act out of character. I am not like those guys. I'm not like the other girls. No, I'm kidding. I'm not like
You're getting off track, my guy.
Am I getting off track? Yes. What was our original conversation about? We were on something and then I just kind of forgot. Wait, did I lose the E3 thing? I did. I accidentally closed it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. 2008. Okay. Okay, but what did we originally, like, did I bring up something else? I forgot. I forgot what the original topic was about. Okay.
We were talking about how people are kind of stupid for just not looking for things they enjoy.
Oh, yes, you're right. Video games. Yes, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is ironic. People really can just be happy, I know, call me crazy, but it's like, if you don't want to be angry all the time, sometimes just going to the library and reading a freaking book might just make your life a little bit more enjoyable, just saying. Sometimes just going to a library and reading things by like because like by very educated people, and yes, it's extremely educated people, because libraries archive history and the most intelligent people of our like human history ever. So, you know, if you just want to like not have crazy anxiety all the time, or be angry all the time, or be pissed all the time, or like or hate your life, you know, sometimes just going to the local library is just a good thing, you know. Sometimes just going to the local library just makes you a bit calmer, because then not only that, you know, like there's like humanitarian groups that you also can join. I mean, I know you're out in the middle of rural butt fuck nowhere, but it's like even what you're doing, it's like you're connecting with your community, and to be honest, like that's like more powerful than fucking any other politician will ever be. Because here's the cool thing, because you are a human, and because like you like what do you call it? Because you are a human, like actually I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if you're like also near like a rural area and there's like a spot that you guys go like can go to, like I mean to connect with your community, I mean, you know, I know this sounds weird, but like if you know any if you know like any
I'm actually doing what I say I'm going to do.
yeah, if you know any community members or people in your community that you've helped out, and they're like, and they go to like city council meetings or town hall meetings. I don't know if you're an adult, but you know, ask people around. It's like, hey, you know, I've been thinking about going to like city council meetings lately and kind of like engaging with a little bit of politics. I just wanted to like, you know, I just wanted to see if like anybody tends to like, you know, go there or
I'm 18.
something. You're 18, yeah. So exact. Okay, yeah. So I'm just saying, like, if anybody like tends to go to that kind of stuff, just like ask them, you know, ask people, like, you know, don't bring it up like yourself, like see if somebody's talking about that stuff, you know, and see if they're gonna go, if they go to like city council meetings or some shit, because like genuinely, you could probably just like take a, what do you call it? You could probably just, how you say it's, like, not transit, what do you call it? Carpool. You could probably carpool with somebody, you know, pay them for like a little bit of gas or something, but like, you know, like ask
The
them if you
superhero community frowns on minors being superheroes.
frowns on minors being superheroes. That's fair. That's fair enough. I wouldn't want to really
Carpool. I could do that.
yeah, you could carpool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ask, you know, like I said, I mean, if anybody like is going to like anything political, like you know anybody in your community that's going to like, you know, political stuff, like maybe not like rallies or some shit, but like again, like city council meetings, maybe like again town hall meetings and shit. Just ask them. It's like, hey, I got like a bit of like if you well, actually I don't know if you got any cash on you or anything. That might be a bit of a problem. Because I was gonna say like if you could carpool with them, you know, like maybe, you know, or maybe do some like, you know, some labor stuff. I don't know. As again, it's kind of hard for you to get cash in a rural area. But yeah, like maybe like you know, see if you'll like, you know, ask them, it's like, hey, is, you know, I may not have a whole lot of cash on me, but I have what do I call it? It's like, hey, but you know, it's like I usually do a lot of stuff for you guys. Do you guys like is there any labor stuff I can do for you guys in order to, you know, in order to maybe like carpool with one of you guys to be able to go to like a council meeting? Again, I wouldn't bring it up immediately I wouldn't bring it up to like people unless they're talking about politics, or unless they're talking about like something a little bit more like, you know, crazy like that. You know, if they're going to talk about like going to like city council meetings or again like town hall meetings, like ask people if you can carpool or something, you know, make it pretty easy to get from what do you call it, make it pretty easy, because I mean I can't imagine that your community likes the fact that there's like data centers nearby. I don't know if there's data centers where you guys are at, but like I can't imagine that your community likes some of the shit that's going on either. I mean, not everybody. I mean, there's going to be probably some fucking MAGA heads that are absolute shitlords, but you know, I can't imagine that there are rural people that are too happy about being fucked over by like, you know, by getting their soybean trade cut off, or like, you know, certain trade routes that they originally had by being like cut off from the rest of the world. I can't imagine that farmers are too happy about that shit right now. So I mean, like, you know, like, and that's the thing is like, don't mention like Trump, don't mention you know, don't mention freaking like, you know, like don't mention those specific people, You know, like I would more stick with like local politics rather than like federal politics, because anybody that's in the
Color,
federal
like 10 people live within the surrounding 5 miles of me. I am in the middle of nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere, 5 miles. I am in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I know. Okay, so you're not near. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you guys have a city council. Well, actually, I don't want to dox you. I was going to ask you what state you're in, but I don't even want to ask that because I'm like, I don't know if you're in the middle of fucking. Because you're in the middle of nowhere, so I'm trying to like think here. Because I mean, also just rather than even. Because if there's so little people around too, rather than maybe like, rather than like, going to like council meetings, maybe just like connect with your community from time to time and just like discuss certain like events happening nearby, because again, yeah, sure, you could talk about like, because countrywide politics don't are kind of like, it's kind of like, there's not really much you can do about that, but with stuff in your own state you could totally do shit about, because like if you only got so little people nearby you and like a corporation's trying to do shit, you could literally like just like all you have to do is gather the 10 people like nearby you and like come to like make your own meeting and like in your own fucking backyard and be like, okay, so here's the events that are happening around here. It's like, is it like, do we do something about this, or are they okay being here, like have a discussion, like talk to people, because like genuinely you're in a rural area, so it's like if even like if the very 10 people that live there don't like the shit that's happening, they'll go burn those buildings. There was a fucking,
I mean, everyone knows everyone, and no one would snitch.
yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like there was like a place in, I don't know if it was Iowa or Kentucky. It was somewhere like in what do you call it? It was somewhere like it was in a fucking super rural area, right? And there was like 25 people that lived there, right? And there was like a giant Buc-ee's like Buc-ee's was going to build like a giant gas station like in the middle of like their fucking city and like fuck up like their utilities and shit. And all those people basically said, no, we don't want that shit. Their politicians weren't listening to them. So basically, all 25 of those people burned down the Buc-ee's, and then nobody snitched. So, like, nobody got in fucking trouble. Like, nobody got in, like, actual trouble because, like, and then the politician, like, fleed, and then they swapped him out with someone else. But, you know, it's like the less people, like if the less people that are around, the less people you'll have to like gather, because like compared to like a city, you have to get like hundreds of thousands of like millions of people. Like you have to get so many people to agree on like one thing. Like just in my city alone, hold on, let me see how many people live in my fucking city. Like in my city alone, you have to fucking, let's see. You have to get fucking 280,000 people. You have to get 280,000 people to agree on like on one thing. So it's like that's really fucking hard to do, so that you have to have like a dedicated building for everybody to come together and be like, okay, these people agree, these people like this is how we agree on this and this and this and this and this and that and this and that and this and that. And like you kind of just bring up like certain things, and then you have to get those 200,000 people to like come together and be like, okay, if they don't fucking do shit, then we all have to we have to come together as a community and like just go destroy shit and burn shit and like have the numbers to like fight back against like fucking the military probably, or like police or whatever, right? Like, in this case, cold cubes, right? Like you have to get all those people to like literally like, blood can be shed here because of that shit. So it's like it's much more difficult around here, because it's just, you don't have just like a small community of people that can just like come together. You have like this giant group of people that you have to like, everybody together has to like discuss like, okay, what are we going to do to handle this? Is there like a peaceful way to handle this? Is there a better way to handle this? Because if you don't get everybody on the same page, then like, if you don't get everybody meeting each other in real life, like on the exact same page, then you just get like, the media, like corporate media can just like, convince a bunch of people to be like, oh, fuck these guys. And then you get like people clashing against each other and fighting against each other, and then you get like, then you get the whole fucking like, fucking one side like fighting the other all the time. It becomes a whole fucking chaotic mess. So
I haven't had any problems locally, because pretty much no one knows we're even here, but I still have strong opinions on these things.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing, is that's a good thing. It's like, that's what I'm saying. If there is something around like rural areas, rural people can do something. It's just, you guys physically can go do shit and nobody will know other than you guys, because, you just have to like, you just have less people, like, rather than having to have like a whole fucking official place and having like a giant fucking system and like this whole schedule and having like a bunch of shit that you have to do. Instead, you have like a small group of people, in your fucking backyard, and be like, hey, it's like, hey, here's, like, we're gonna have like a little, like, if you want to join, like, can we have an important, like, town meeting or something, like community meeting or something, so at least like, people can discuss shit. Because again, fucking what's his name, there were even in fucking where was it, that one place that one fucking billionaire, what's his name, dude that's on Shark Tank, what the fuck is his name, sorry, I'm trying to remember his name, name of the bald guy on Shark Tank. Sorry, just have to remember the name of the bald guy. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. You just straight up like that dude is literally struggling to fight against like 250 people. It's like people are legitimately like sabotaging the shit out of his data center, or like out of the data center, because he didn't fucking ask permission. Like there's a huge unanimous decision for everybody going like, yeah, fuck no. It's like there was just not a unanimous decision for everybody to destroy, like, or for everybody to like, allow a data center there, and he just decided to build it without the community's permission, so they're just like sabotaging it like constantly. Their politicians didn't listen, so they just go physically like destroy it. They just like keep destroying shit. I'm like, yeah, that's what you like, brother, like, I don't know what the fuck they expected. I don't know. It's like, dude just fucking is a moron. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like billionaires, sure, they have the money, but they just don't have, like, they can't get a whole community of like people. They have to like pin people against each other. But the problem is, the one thing that people just do not like unanimously together is the fact that data centers just like destroy everything. And they're trying to like bring up the fact that's like, oh, all the people that are against data centers are like part of the Communist Party. I'm like, bitch, it's like China. You mean like the Chinese government building, like, you mean like the Chinese government, like, having open reign to build their own data centers here? Oh, you mean the very communists that are coming to this country, like, you mean the very communists that are building their shit in our country? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? I don't know if that will work too much. Like, just saying. I'm like, all these Chinese Chinese built things might be a bit of a problem. I don't know if that's gonna work too well, man. Like, you can't, I'm like, brother, not to mention the fact that, like, that, our own fucking leaders kiss the ass of Russia and China. We kiss the ass, like, our fucking own country, or not like our country, but our fucking political leaders are kissing the ass of, like, the biggest fucking, like, their biggest communist leaders ever. So it's like, it's not gonna work this time. Like, there's no, I mean, maybe it will, I don't know, against like the most moronic people, but like the vast majority of the population just will not fall for, like, they won't fall for like this, for the fucking propaganda like this time. It's like, you can't do it. You can't. It's too hard to do that shit. Oh man, the electricity, like, brother, I don't know how to explain this, but like even for people that don't give a shit about like, they don't give a shit about like environmental reasons, the water that they drink is being poisoned, and the electricity bill is going up. So the fact that it like, and then not to mention our taxes, like, I mean, I don't know if our taxes are going towards it, but I'm gonna assume that they want our taxes too. You up taxes, you up electricity bills, you up like water bills, you up the like how do you say it? You up, or you like fuck up like the water that people drink. You're just fucked. Like you can't do anything about, like, it's like people don't give a shit. People don't give a shit what social media has to say because it's physically happening where these people live. It's physically happening everywhere. You can't, like, you just can't stop that. You can't stop you can't stop the general public from knowing or from being unempathetic for people if it's happening every single fucking place that they live. It's simple. It's just so fucking simple. You just can't. You can't. Like, I mean, even like, I'm sorry to say this, even fucking MAGA, even they fucking like think that this is just ridiculous. And I know that maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll fall for the fucking stupid propaganda, but I don't know. They didn't fall for the data center one, so maybe they'll fall for this one. I mean, those people are pretty fucking moronic, but I mean, you can only convince morons so much, or like, you can only go so far where eventually even morons like understand, like the most like basic bullshit, like, like poison water, like, you can't, like, the reason why oil could do this shit, sorry, I know I'm going on a completely different tangent, but it's like oil, just like, oil was able to do so well because of the fact that, like, because it was useful, right? It was useful. It was like, people thought it was necessary. People genuinely, it's used for like plastics and for roads and for fucking, God knows what else. It's used for a lot of shit. Hold on. For roads and for like, not cars. The fuck is, hold on. You know what? I have the internet at my disposal. I should just use it, right? Hold on. All uses of oil. Let's see. All uses of oil in the United States. Sorry, I forgot to say scree afterwards. Oil, we love oil. We love oil. Anyway, all right. Oh, petroleum, my bad, sorry. Let's see here. Let's see here. Electricity, but we're probably, certain things are getting rid of that. Jet fuel. Oh yeah, sorry, for diesel fuel for trucks.
Someone said oil. Jet shit mine.
Yeah. Let's see, diesel fuel for trucks, fuel for jets. Let's see, construction. Let's see, for roads, I already said that. Asphalts, obviously. Let's see, for gas, propane, ethane, butane. So it's for cooking, for fucking chemical. Okay, there's so many things that it just puts it under an umbrella of chemical production. It's like, just, literally, there's so much shit that there's so much shit that's made with like fucking chemical production. So, let's see, lubricants, waxes, petroleum coke, biofuels, which is just fucking an umbrella of other shit. Like, they're just categories. Like, there's category, like, all these categories have an umbrella of categories, so it's like, it's just it's like freaking out on me. It's like, here's the general thing. It's pretty much almost everything. So it's like freaking out on me because it doesn't because it just doesn't want to, it doesn't want to list all of them. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, let's see. System runs on oil, not just more oil. Yeah, I know. Wow, you don't say. Oh man, oil is really fucking useful. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, oil is used for like fucking like plastic and fucking. I'm just like trying to find all the shit it's used for, but it's like keeps fucking trying to find the shit it's used for, but like I can't fucking find the list of shit that it's used for. Oh my god, it's like telling me where it's from and shit. Yeah, I know. Can I like, just get like a list of examples? Hold on. Let me see. All examples of things that use and are made out of oil. Sorry, I'm gonna ask the clanker this shit. Apologies. Let me see. Transportation, industry, residential heating, electricity. Yeah, okay, cool. But like, oh my god. Okay, gasoline. Yes, I know that. Diesel fuel. Yes, for trucks. Yes, we know that. For delivery trucks that deliver all supplies. Trucks, buses, tractors, boats, trains, automobiles. Yep. Boilers and furnaces. Cool, we know that. Jet fuel, we already knew that. I mean, it's used for boats, which already immediately is like tells you how essential it is for the fucking world. Like, it's not just a US important thing, it's like a worldwide thing that ends up like.
What's up, Color? I literally just woke up.
Hi, Fox McDougald. How was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hoping it's well for you. Let's see. Feedstock. It's used for feedstock. Packaging, construction, consumer. It put it under consumer goods.
Unmarried scrapbook Mo 2. Sorry, nothing personal, just don't want to get banned warning.
Fucking consumer goods is what it's putting its umbrella under, of course. Solvents, paints, coatings, cleaning agents. Oil is used for cleaning agents? Really? I did not know that. Critical agriculture. Oh yeah, duh. For fucking fertilizer. Duh. Let's see. And for factories, we already know that. Factories too. Let's see. Propane, ethane, butane. Vital feedstocks for producing plastics, other chemicals. Okay, yeah. Asphalt, lubricants. Okay, yeah, it just is telling me the same shit. It just used for fucking so much important bullshit. Let me say this. Nobody would be able to have all food if it wasn't for oil. Oil is used for boats. It's used for boats and planes. There is so much shit that ships so much cargo, everywhere that if oil was gone tomorrow, people would literally starve. That's how important oil is, so, it's kind of the reason why also we're trying to not use it for fucking electricity, because it's how do I say this? It's so hard to explain solar panels and nuclear power to people that are all about that don't that are that think I'm immediately talking about environmental impacts, because sorry, now I'm just going into a completely another thing, but it's so funny with people that talk about environmental impacts, sorry, people that get all pissed about that shit, but I'm like, brother, even here's the problem. We should have in my state, at least, not everywhere, but in my state, solar panels and freaking nuclear power should be used instead, so we can save oil for more important things like shipping cargo, or shipping cargo from another place to the US, or food, shipping food around, allowing saving it for tractors and trucks, and for delivery trucks, for food, and for basically everything that's shipped to grocery stores and shit. We should save that stuff for more important things, It just I just don't think, freaking oil shouldn't be used for it shouldn't be used for even factories. Again, it shouldn't be used for things that don't need it. We electricity on its own, we should just save the oil for more important stuff, right? You know, it's like, I'm sorry, call me fucking, like, it's not fucking woke to say that you want, it's not woke to say that you want oil being used in a more important place, We can't just fully get rid of oil. That's just impossible. But at the very least, there should just be like an alternative version of us not using up our oil as much. So then we can, like, I don't know. So we don't have to worry too much about it. We can use it for other important shit. I don't know. Even then, there's just, I don't know, like freaking. I mean, I don't have to really explain that, I guess, to too many people here,
Nuclear
to be
power
honest.
is by far the cleanest for the material cost. It's
Yeah,
the best option we
exactly.
have, and I'm mad that people are so damn scared about it.
Yeah, the reason why is because it's like nuclear power just has like fucking. It's because people like are so scared of like Chernobyl, but Chernobyl wasn't because of like nuclear power. It was because of like some kind of like like steam explosion, and we have so many safety protocols for that shit now that just will never happen again. Like, there are so many fucking things that make sure that shit just doesn't happen anymore. Like, radiation just won't exist. We have nuclear power here. We have a nuclear power plant. We just need 2 more. We either need we either need A, solar panels, or B, nuclear power. Don't get me wrong, we have solar panels here because we're in Arizona, it's 120 degrees, and the sun is out 98.9%. Well, not 98. I think it's like, sorry, let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Chernobyl wasn't the power plant's fault.
11.
It was a mix of human incompetence and a natural disaster.
Yeah, exactly. 7, let's see, no, not 7. 8 o'clock, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 9, let's see, 9 hours. Let me see if I can get this, like, fucking right, the percentage. Because it's not like, it's not actually 90%. I was just pulling that out my ass. Hold on. Let's see, 15. So percentage of 24. That's what? 50% is 12. 57%, I think, is 15. No, 58%. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to like do some math here. 58%, 57, 59. Oop, that's not what I was doing. Ah, shit. 24. And see if that works. That was not what I was going for. Nope, not 59%. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to like get the exact percentage. I know that this is not like entirely relevant, but like it's kind of, I just kind of need to, well, it is kind of relevant. I just need to like tell you how much of the like day has fucking, okay, 64% or 63%. Hold on. Let me see. Point 63. Okay. Yeah, so 63% of the day is you, or 63% of our day is has sunlight. Well, everybody else's is about like 50 to 45% or even lower. So it's like, so most of our day, solar panels basically are the most useful thing that can exist, and and the sun is out on the fucking daily. Like, so it is, not to mention we have like a huge like fucking place where there's like a shitload of like solar panels, right? So it's like solar panels just have a use here. So having solar panel like plants that have just all the like solar panels on them with like the little rotating storage things, because there's a place that you can like store like the energy. Basically having all those things together like is so important. Like, we can just totally do that instead of having to rely off of like, rather than having to rely off of oil, right? It's like, sure, yes, the environmental impact, but like, I also need to let people know, like, solar panels are efficient here because most of our day like uses those solar panels, right? It's like 64% of our day uses solar panels, uses solar panels. 64% of our day uses fucking like sunlight, or has sunlight, right? So it charges so much, like it charges so fucking much in order to like have power, right? So it's useful here, right? Not to mention the fact, like, yeah, now that allows us to save so much oil to the level where these fuckers can actually like how you say it, where like they love like their power drills and fucking, and I mean, to be fair, I mean, I don't really know anybody super like anti-woke here other than fucking Phantom Neo-Nazi, but that's pretty much it. You know, like there I probably could find a few people, but like, talking to those kinds of people basically makes me like, talking to those kinds of people, I'm like, brother, the kind of shit that you use, like your fucking power drills and fucking like your pickup trucks and shit, that means we have more oil like available for shit like that rather than like, rather than using it for freaking, rather than using it for like factories, right? Or rather than using it for like energy, you know, it just saves oil. And especially right now, with people being like, oh, gas prices are so high and shit. I'm like, brother, maybe, we can have a little bit of a buffer, right? It's like that will help us have a bit of a buffer because, you know, sorry, I know I'm getting into politics and shit, but again, this is more soft politics, I guess, rather than hard politics. You know, this kind of stuff is relevant for the place that we live. Probably for a place like where you live, Zen, where it's mostly like rural area, probably not. I mean, to be honest, I mean, power plants would probably be not like, I mean, well, I actually don't know. Because, I mean, what? I mean, technically, you guys would have power too with, like, what do you call it, in rural areas. And then, not to mention that power plant would not just go to you guys, it would go to, like a nuclear power plant would go able to just spread all the way across, like, fucking to, like, cities and shit. So it'd be, so it's like you guys also have an incentive to have, like, nuclear power plants, not like solar panel power plants, but stuff that saves oil, right? Stuff that saves oil and stuff that we can use for, 200 fucking years. And here's the cool thing about it. Here's the really, really cool thing about it. Once, like, we have nuclear fission already, not fission, nuclear fusion, right? We can literally, like, Germany.
I have 2 nuclear power plants near me, 4 dormant volcanoes, one of which is the Yellowstone supervolcano.
Let's see. Oh my God, you're near Yellowstone? Oh my God, I hope you're, you know, damn, okay, damn. All right. That makes it a lot more scary. Ugh. God, you have a super volcano near you. You know what's the scariest thing? We all thought that a volcano was going to be the thing that would kill all of us, but apparently it could be something else. I actually wonder, is there actually like a plan to like make like a super volcano like not, hold on. Is there a plan when Yellowstone erupts? Hold on. Erupts. Let's
And an old
see.
reservoir that if it breaks will flood this entire valley I'm in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. An old reservoir, if it breaks an entire flight. Jesus Christ, I am so sorry. Holy shit, that is scary. Let's see here. Focuses on monitoring, specific assessment, and communication rather than specific nationwide evacuation strategy. Okay. Primary document protocols for geologic hazards response maintained by. Okay, cool. It's recently in January 20 lines how scientists and official will react to unrest or an eruption. It does not prescribe a fix.
Why would you be sorry? It either doesn't happen and I don't need to worry, or it happens and it's not my problem anymore because I'm dead.
Yeah, that's still unfortunate. I'm sorry that. I mean, I guess that's fair. Still wild. That is fucking terrifying. Let's see. The plan utilizes observatory volcano event response teams. Let's see. Upon detecting significant seismic activity. Yeah, they monitor earthquakes and shit. Immediately deploys additional. Okay, so they have a shitload of monitoring equipment. Cool. Do they have a way of trying to make sure that it can release some of that before it like kills all of us? Scientists in charge, consultation with a member of agencies, determines if the activity is an event, sudden hazard, or an activity with potential slow building unrest. Okay. Cool. Communication protocols. Core component of the plan is ensuring constant system measuring to prevent panic. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Next, federal, state, academic. Yep. Sorry, I'm just like genuinely trying to figure out like what they have. Like, formal information statements are released to emergency managers and National Weather Service. Okay, so basically, yeah, warning absolutely everybody. It's due to ash. Ooh, geez. Via social media, so yeah, they'll send out a high alert for everybody. Okay. Local evacuation for smaller events. Large scale catastrophe. There's no publicly detailed federal plan for evacuating the whole world. Oh god, yeah, because they will go over the whole world and freeze over for another ice age. In event of a super eruption. Experts note that, okay, but they don't have a way of like preventing it. Experts note that the eruption of the magnitude would likely overwhelm the standard okay, cool, thanks. Would likely overwhelm the standard emergency response capabilities, affecting the power grid, agriculture, and transportation across the world. Yeah, no shit. Let's see. Oh, geez. Oh my god, the full plan is just to evacuate everybody into
So Zen will
Brazil.
just die.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, apparently the full plan is just to evacuate to Brazil and Australia. Cool. Great. Wow, that's great plan, guys. No way of preventing it, I guess. Oh my god, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, like it will affect the whole planet. There's no way that we could just like figure this shit out. Hold on.
Free trip to Brazil.
Yeah, well, I mean Brazil's the most dangerous country on the planet, so
Damn.
I mean next to the United States. Happened too quickly and covered too large of an area for total evacuation. Oh, never mind. Everybody will just die apparently in the United States. All right. It's like in the event of a super eruption, everybody will just die. Cool. Love that. Okay, yeah, I mean,
Oh, what?
yeah, it would just say everybody will just fucking die apparently. All right. Like everybody in the United States, we're just all dead. Okay, cool. Good to know. The plan is to evacuate everybody to Brazil and Australia, but it says that there is just a highly unlikely chance that will actually happen because the ash from like that. Because here's what will happen: there will be like shitloads of lava, but the ash will spread across the entire fucking like the entire like United or not like the entire U.S. And the rock will get into people's lungs and kill them. Because, you know, it's melted rock, so if you breathe that shit in, it will kill you, apparently. Good to know. Oof. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I mean, okay, hold on. How far will the... Okay, hold on. Let me look at, like, at an eruption map real quick. Yellowstone... Okay, I'm bringing you guys on the education adventure with me now. Let's see. So... let's see. Volcano eruption. Nope. Eruption map. There's one that you can do a
So basically, I live nearby like 7 ticking time bombs.
well,
I just looked up Yellowstone super volcano. What in God's name is that?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. It will so Yellowstone volcano is literally just a big old plot of land, and that entire land is just a volcano. So here's all the volcanoes in the planet. Yes, it's a lot of volcanoes. Pretty much Brazil is like, or not Brazil, South America is just like fucking aligned with crazy volcanoes, but the most dangerous volcano on the planet is Yellowstone. Let's see. There we go. Yellowstone. So a lot of volcanoes are like kind of extinct. Like this one right here, this one's fully extinct or dormant. So it won't like
Advertisement.
okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so like wait.
Okie dokie
Oh,
ad over.
is this not the one that has the okay, I was trying to do the volcano eruption simulation. Hold on. Volcano
Ad over.
eruption simulation. Here it is. Let's see, and let's do the map. Yeah, erupt any volcano on Earth. Okay, so we'll go all the way to start simulation. Let's go all the way over to where is North America, right here. Let's go all the way over to Yellowstone and let's erupt it. And then this will kill the whole. This will kill the whole fucking planet. But you know, simulate eruption. And okay, so now it will obviously just encapsulate everything in lava. Like Canada's fucked. The North America is fucked. It will get into the ocean. But like, let's see where the ash will go. So the ash, or no, sorry. Sorry. So lava will get over to, let's see. So total destruction, this red area. So lava will get over to, this small circle. Like, so we'll get, obviously we'll destroy, actually, wow. Lava won't really go that far. I thought the lava would go everywhere, but I guess not. So the lava will go like throughout here, and then there's the heavy ash. This stuff is the stuff that if you breathe in, it will kill you. Like if you breathe it in, this is where you'll get health problems. And this is still melted rock, so you got to be really, really fucking careful. This will like destroy buildings and shit. If like once you build it enough, or once it builds enough, it will crush like all the buildings. And then out here is the smaller ash. So it's like, yeah. But here's the well, you're not safe, because what this volcano does is it will cause so much damage that it will cause an ice age, right? It will send so much smoke and so much ash and so much everything into the air that it will like melt the ice caps like really fucking badly. It will cause another ice age because of that shit. But here's the like, I'm trying to think about like the survival. So even like, so basically if like yeah, I'm trying to see if like that ash would like go throughout the whole fucking planet, but it doesn't seem like it, because the trace ash, which is the thing we're trying to worry about, because all the ash will kill you. So like the trace ash will weirdly go okay, never mind. Wow, that will go far. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Is that what I think it is? Hold on. Is that what I think it is? Hold on. Active. Hold on, wait. Oh,
I'm in Southeast Idaho. Not going to give you more than that, but you can see I'm dead pretty quick.
Never mind. That's a volcano. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so pretty much, Jesus Christ, this one is fucking, let's see, risk high, last eruption, oh geez.
I'm in Florida.
In CE. Ooh, God, that thing's ready to fucking cover a lot of shit. Apparently this one could fuck us too. God damn. Damn. Why do we have so many crazy volcanoes? I mean, I guess they're volcanoes, duh, of course. But, you know, usually volcanoes don't erupt very... Oh, God, I don't like the ones that take, like, hundreds of thousands... Yellowstone is the most dangerous volcano on the planet, though, compared to every other, like, volcano. But this one I don't think is going to be as bad, but still, it's going to still, like, cause a lot of destruction and shit, but... yeah, I mean, this will, like, kill, like, pretty much... What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Out of all places, New Orleans is probably, I mean, it's probably not going to survive because the ash will like blow through the wind everywhere, but like it's still really funny that it won't like disintegrate it won't like pile New Orleans with ash and like melt, like, you know, but I don't know. I mean, the whole fucking world is fucked anyway, but like, you know, it's interesting seeing like what do you call it? Yeah, so I mean just generally like everywhere is of course the bottom of fucking Texas. Anyway, yeah, this is the most like crazy volcano to ever exist, but it's an interesting volcano. Like I just thought weirdly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. But it's very funny that their whole plan is like,
I'm not
all
too safe
right,
because of Ash, but yeah.
yeah. So basically, what it's like, apparently, so people here are gonna die. People here are gonna die. People here, like around this orange area, are gonna die. But everybody in the gray area are apparently people in the orange area might die, but it's like it could be a like interesting chance, you know? But like I'm trying to see how long would it take for this ash to get out to, because this is obviously, these people are dead. These people are completely dead. But I'm like trying to think here, how long does it take for heavy ash or moderate ash to get to a location? Hold on. You know what? Let's ask. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. I'm actually curious. How long does it take for moderate ash to get to a location? Let's find out. Ash to reach location depends on the wind speed, direction, and particle size of the ash. So let's see. And of course, we're using Yellowstone. Oh, no, wait, no. Mount St. Helens is what we're using it for. Okay, never mind. It's using Yellowstone. It's like, no, we know what you want. Let's see. Large particles. Okay, yeah. So let's see. Oh my god. Okay, it will just. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Heavy ash will kill a bunch of people. Obviously, I'm just trying to think. Okay, 1,000 to 100 miles. Obviously. Oh, this is for Mount St. Helens. Ash cloud to spread. Central next day. Approximately 24 hours for moderate ash. 12 to 14 hours. To Denver. Oh, okay. Hold on. Is that what I think? Is that where I think it is? Wait, hold on. Okay, to Denver will take 12 to 24 hours. Okay, that's interesting. So these people can probably evacuate, like not evacuate on time, but maybe try to evacuate. Like, I mean, this is before it's going to erupt. They have like they have a system in place where like if it gets too dangerous, they will evacuate the inner circle. Then if it gets more dangerous, they'll evacuate the outer circle. And then they'll evacuate this circle, like if it gets even worse. And then if it erupts, apparently, then they'll send out like the gray circle. So the only fucking problem is, how do we know that like South Africa is gonna be okay with letting us in? Because like their plan is basically like, okay, if this erupts, if this volcano erupts, how do they know that like, okay, sending everybody to Brazil and fucking like 300 million people to South America and Australia doesn't seem like too good of an idea? I mean, like, I don't know, do they not have like another plan? Are we just like fucked if that's the case? Like, I mean, I don't know. It seems like a strange plan, but I don't know. I guess to be fair, I don't know. They say that they say these people are fucked, but I mean, like, I don't know. I guess they have a plan for evacuating people. It's just not a very good plan, because I'm like, I guess you can predict like before it erupts, and I guess people will be evacuated by then, but man, I don't know, man. It seems like, I don't know. Call me crazy, but I think everywhere is just going to like close their borders and just let people die. Call me crazy, but I think that might happen. You know, I don't know. Like, call me nuts, but I think a lot of places are probably going to close their borders when that shit happens. But who knows? I mean, unless you're going to the fucking... What the fuck? There's a fucking volcano on the fucking... There's a volcano at the poles. Why is there a volcano at the poles? Cola drinker. How you doing? How was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in years, dude. Hold on. What are you sending me? I'm gonna open this in another page just in case.
You knew.
No, he's been here. He just, or well, not been here, but he hasn't been back in a long fucking time. What's up, Cola Drinker? How have you been? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hoping it was well for you. Hold on.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, not a lot of people say ooh anymore, so it doesn't get... Trailer Park Alien? The fuck? Am I looking? Oh no. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, sure. Why not? Congratulations, you have a Dino Nuggie. Alright. Wow, this is gonna be interesting. Wow, this is be a hell of a thing. Yeah, so
It slaps.
probably. Does it? I don't want it to hurt me. Damn, I might not need to do it that then, because it'll probably just hit me in the face.
Yo, this guy needs help with his car. I think he came from afar, like another state. I don't know, he just...
Dude just like wait, hold on, did this guy green screen himself? Or is he also or is he also like a model? It looks like he green screened himself, but I think that's just a model.
Points at the stars, and the way that he talks is bizarre. Right
No,
in his...
he green screened himself. That's crazy. He 3D animated everything else. That's so weird. I wonder why he like only... I wonder why he green screened himself and like just made 3D or like animated everything else. I don't know.
I know it's to make it a car. I don't know, look, it caught me off guard. Looks real strange in the dark. Look, it's here at the park. Bark! What the heck are you saying? Probably speaking some Spanglish. Oh my god, it's an alien. He's a foreigner, ain't he? No, not from Mexico, Brayden. He crashed his car on the pavement. Dummy, that's a spaceship. We found the location. Patience. Sneak in and take him. Retreat the spaceship with no hesitation. Don't let the locals know that we survey them. Force them with forces, they make altercations. Good gracious, how did they make this? Go get my tool set. In some beer cases. Ordnance are nations made by aliens. Like Toyota. Dummy, that's Asian. Got him. What the heck are you saying? Those are government agents.
Yeah, guys, I don't know. Do you think AI will replace us? I don't think you'll ever get to that point.
Oh, right. He's here for the taking. Stand back, we're protecting the nation. Please. You ain't no patriot. Oh, that's enough. You're men in black, okay, so what? You may have blasters, you got the ducks, but we got the tractors, we got the trucks. You dirty bastards better give up. Chasing aliens and beating them up. Don't defy us, we're authority. Look, it's a trailer park, we don't give up. What? They fixed it. What the heck are you saying? Huh?
Thank you.
Don't let them escape you. Hurry now, for they take you. Uncle Sam, we're ready to face you.
Damn, what a crazy story. My
Our
god.
memory's fading. Hey Joe, this guy needs help with his car. I think he came from afar, like another state.
Oh my god. Just repeats that. That's a good bit. That's a good bit. That's a good chunk.
I
Hell
don't know,
yeah.
he just points at the stars. No way.
Ha 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 ha.
That is
Brayden's
so
late.
good.
I know. What's to make it a car? I don't know, look, it caught me off guard. Looks real strange in the dark. Look, it's here at the park. Brayden. Yeah. I don't know, but something feels wrong.
Sir, speak. I think we've been placed under a time loop. What? Something has looped time and wiped our memories.
Alert. Defense system breached.
What does that mean?
Oh my god.
Agent 12. What does that mean?
Not surprise me if...
See us.
Oh my god. Alien attack. God damn. Hell yeah. Why did I say hell yeah to an alien attack? Great. Cool. Man, I saw this in One Punch Man at one point. This is crazy. Hell yeah. Wow. God, that's crazy. Anyway. Nuts. Damn, that went hard.
He turns on the map. Go follow the track.
What?
Riding at the spot.
He's on the
We
way.
have our target.
Stop
Okay,
playing.
prepare to make the shot.
Stop.
Launch
Stop. There we go. Yeah, guys, I don't know. You know, they say AI will replace us, but I don't think AI will ever be able to make something that stupid. Just saying, you know. Yep, I'm on AI again. Woo! No, I'm joking. Anyway, all right. Just back on it again. All right. Anyway, now that I did that was special for Cola Drinker. Goddamn, I almost ended up accidentally staying in like the same beat as the rap by accident. Now that freaking I gave Cola Drinker special treatment, now I have to give you guys special treatment. So, you know, send me a video. I'll give you guys special treatment and we'll watch the video now. So, congratulations.
BRB.
Yep. Here we go.
Gotta go find something.
Okay. Excuse me. I can look on the Discord to see what you actually had with the submit videos to watch next. So we could watch that one instead. No, we already watched these. Oh, I guess we did. Yeah, because we listened to that music one. We listened to that one of the guy that was talking about the revolution thingy. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, go ahead. You get special treatment now. Congratulations. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. Da-da-da-da. Gonna go take a piss. Da-da-da-da. Gonna go make it. Trying to make it quick. Da-da-da-da. But it will never happen. Da-da-da-da. Because I need to clean my hemorrhoid spatin. I don't know. Well, actually, it's only when
Link ICXUXDN1 so
only
is
use
equals
a-
AB0FY8 is 10K60.
That's actually when I do it for something different. Da-da-da-da. Taking my da-da-da-da. I don't know. No, you know what? We're bringing it to a different thing. Da-da-da-da. Beatboxing puppy. Da-da-da-da. Beatboxing puppy. Da-da-da-da. Beatboxing puppy. No, I'm kidding. Da-da-da-da. We've been knowing how. We da-da-da. Been knowing how to. Da-da-da-da. Knowing how to draw. I don't know. Anyway. Who knows? Anywho. Da-da-da-da-da. Anyway. Alright. Well, 1911 anti-cow projectile, of course. Man, I love talking about my cow projectile. Okay, why does his stuff, like, dude, why does his stuff look AI every time? It doesn't, like, this is 4 years ago, so it wasn't AI, but goddamn, dude. Jesus Christ. AI really took that style, didn't it? Really don't like that. Actually, that one actually doesn't look too AI, to be fair. It actually looks kind of human-made, to be honest. I'm just bitching for just a bitch. I was like, man, God, this looks AI, but then I'm like, okay, hold on. Let's look at the logo for a second.
I guess he just got his style stolen.
I mean, yeah, he did.
Unfortunate.
Several big artists did. Yeah, but like, to be fair, okay, hold on. I want to retract my case on saying that it's AI, or it looks AI, because, like, I know that's not AI, but I want to retract my case, because, okay, to be fair, this little barrier right here, like, next to, well, I guess you guys can't see it, this little the little barrier on, like, the right-hand side of the duck, like, you know what, hold on. Now that you guys have gotten me, you know, now that I'm already, like, off topic, you know. So it's like this little thing off to the right-hand side here, like, what do you call it? AI just can't do that. That would be way too much for it. And then the text like this, where it says quackback, it wouldn't be able to make this very smooth looking. Like, the letters would be like different sizes and shit, and it would look a little like smeary. Not to mention the American flag like has the correct amount of stars on it, and then it also, like, the lines like are too smooth, if that makes any sense. It looks too, like, straight, not straight, but like it's curved correctly, right? It doesn't look all sloppy and shit. Not to mention, like, the stamp looks a little bit like they gave it the rustic appeal, so it doesn't look like it actually, like, it's not like smeary to have the rustic appeal, but like it looks like it was like human, like rust type of you know, like look, you know. And then the back, like this, the war crime part, it had a what's called masking, where you take a picture and then you say mask it, right? Or you not free transform it, but you transform it. You use a thing called transform, and it puts that picture inside the text. So then basically the text fill is like what do you call it? The text fill is the or the picture is the text, like is filling in the text. So it's like it's very easy to tell when something's not AI, but it's just unfortunate when, you know, it's unfortunate when there is something that's so fucking AI, or like something that looks AI, if that makes any sense. I think that's the reason why we've also gotten suspicious, because of the fact that's like there's AI tries to replicate this shit so badly and it fails so hard because it can't replicate that shit, but it obviously, you know, like it wants to so badly, you know. It can get the rustic look. It just doesn't look like this.
Yes, his style got stolen pretty bad.
Yeah, it did. And that's the irony. It's just the fact that, like, there is always something wrong with that, like, with AI, because it can't do shit like, you know, the fill-in text thing. But, like, or, like, it can't do, like, the fill-in text thing, but, like, it's annoying. I have to like sit here and like analyze a fucking logo to be like, okay, this is an AI, right? I hate that shit because it's like, I can tell after a while, like I'm luckily an artist, so I can tell what is AI and what isn't. But it's probably annoying when somebody's not an artist and is like, fuck, is this like AI? Because then they have to like look at like little smear marks. But like an artist have to tell them like all this fucking shit because, you know, it can't do this like this background transform thing where like all the little dots and shit, it can't do that. And then the fill in the text, like if there's text that has like a looks like it's like filled in with something, they take a picture, like a texture, take a picture, they put text over it, and then they use this little like this thing called transforming, and it like or like they use a thing called like transform or like masking, that's what's called. They use a thing called masking, and basically it fills in the text. So, you know, this is an immediate giveaway. So not to mention, you know, American flag, just look at the dots and see if they're even aligned correctly. And not to mention like the flag, like the waving flag, just like, I mean, you could see with smear marks and shit, but you know, it's not very good with like text like this. Like this is obviously human, but it's a lot harder to tell with certain things. But sorry, I had to bring that up because it just, you know, a lot of people really don't know how to like tell with AI, but you know, it sucks because then like fucking artists now like me have to fucking tell you like how they like make this look like, or how they, you know, how to spot AI, if that makes any sense. Animation's probably the easiest to do it because like the physics makes no fucking sense, you know, so.
Today we're talking about the 1911. One sidearm to rule them all. Forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Wait,
it's a .45. What? Yeah. What do you mean? Hold on. It's a .45. He's talking about the gun. I was wondering if he was talking about a .45 gun, but I'm like, brother, don't a lot of people have a .45? Am I crazy?
That's the wrong story. Today we're talking about the 1911. And while wielding it may not make you invisible, if you get hit by it, there's going to be a lot less of you to see. Invented by America's patron saint of hole punching, John Moses
Okay, maybe I was wrong. I thought a lot of people had a 45. I guess I'm wrong.
Browning. This pistol has won 2 world wars and was America's primary sidearm from 1911 till 1985.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that probably not.
And even after 1985, when the military switched over to the M9 Beretta, a lot of special forces units kept using the 1911 because they like the stopping power. But I'd rather have the M9 because I have 15 rounds of 9mm and the 1911 only has 8 rounds of 45 ACP. But look, if you need more than 8 rounds of 45 ACP, you either need to suck less or bring more friends. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't don't like 9mm. I do. I'm just saying if something goes bump in the night and I have the option, I'm reaching for a 1911 and 45 ACP. I mean, it's even in the name. How many rounds does it take to solve a problem with the M9? 9. How many rounds does it take to solve a problem with the 1911? 1. And then you're gonna have to call 911 to pick that shit up because you can't just buy body bags off Amazon, even in America. Holy shit, I stand corrected. It's even a bestseller. American Special Forces units love this weapon so much.
Damn, Amazon really. I swear to fucking God. This sounds so ironic, but like, think about it that way, where it's like the fucking military just like mows down a shitload of people, and then they buy, and it's like fucking body bags sponsored by Amazon. We are definitely an idiocracy right now. Oh yes, body bags sponsored by Carl's Jr. Sorry, anyway.
Much that they have their own variant called the M45A1, and the absolute only way to get your hands on one is to be in a Special Forces unit. So why do the baddest men on the planet prefer this weapon? Well, because in a way, it wasn't really designed for conventional unhealth care. It was kind of invented for veterinary unhealth care. You see, in 1899, during the Moro Rebellion, American forces would go toe-to-toe with the Tan Sun rebels. These guys were known for having extremely high battle morale and a little bit of a drug problem. Like, they did enough opium to not care if they got shot type of a drug problem.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know. I mean, okay, crazy thing, anytime before 1980, anytime before, not 1980, anytime that was, like, before the 90s, I will say, you know, even during, like, especially the time on the war on drugs, quote unquote, where there was way more fucking drugs fucking everywhere, it's like, you know, like cocaine and shit, like, people got so fucking, like, high. Wow, I ate my hair. Sorry. People got so fucking high that, like, during like a time of war when it was like, you know, where you could die any second, like, it just, like, every time before the 90s, everybody got so fucked up because everything was so fucking stressful all the goddamn time. So, you know, especially in wartime, you know, so, like, no shit, probably people were high as fuck. Well, like, you know, shooting it. 90% of the people were drunk or fucking high. It just, there was no in between. Anyway.
And the pistol that they had back then just didn't have enough stopping power. So identifying this unhealthcare deficit, Uncle Sam wanted to get a bigger bullet. A bigger bullet means a bigger hole, and a bigger hole means less bad guy. That's just simple arithmetic. And to figure out the best size bullet for the job, Uncle Sam decided to conduct a science experiment. And it got violently American very quick.
It is so unfortunate that freaking, how you say it? It is so unfortunate that, you know, I know, call me crazy, but, you know, it would just be nice if the entire planet just decided to stop fucking starting wars with each other. You know, just saying. It's like after World War II, you would think with like billions of people, like, or yeah, let's see, like millions of people dying, you would genuinely think that, you know, we would stop, but
quick. It was known as the Thompson-Lagarde test, and basically they just took a bunch of different sizes of bullets, and they started shooting cows to see what the smallest bullet was that would still kill a cow with a single round.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm all too familiar with, shooting Bessie. I did have to, at one point, when a cow was on the run and was going and just like fucking went wild, out into the wild, you know, and went a little crazy, I had to shoot down good old Bessie at one point, you know? I was 5, by the way, when I first shot my first gun. So yeah, I mean, yeah, there are just straight up, like, you know, sometimes you do have to just shoot the fucking cow when it goes at, when it like, you know, when it goes a little nuts, because there's just no choice. Poor Bessie needs it, you know, needs to be put down sometimes.
You know, because that's not overkill, Hunter.
He also put the fucking, you know, he also put the, he put a dairy cow up. That's not a meat cow. Hold on. 1 sec. This dude didn't even put the right fucking cow up. That's not even a cow you would shoot. I mean, you'd probably shoot these cows if they like went a little crazy, but, you know, hold on. You don't fucking, you don't shoot those cows. You shoot beef cattle. Here we go. This is the fucker that you shoot. You don't shoot Bessie that gives the milk. You shoot Bessie that gives the meat. That's who you shoot. That's what you need these like high-powered fucking guns for, man. This is what you kill. These fuckers, these like milk cows are one, like, you know, the milk cows are not the dudes you shoot. So just saying, you know, like, I'm like, if they tested it on a milk cow, they're freaking nuts. I mean, I guess there's more, I mean, well, let me retract that statement. If they're like, it's very rare that you're gonna shoot a milk cow.
He was talking about how the .45 was the lowest caliber that killed a cow in a single bullet.
I know, but he's showing a milk cow. They didn't probably shoot a milk cow. They probably shot a beef cow, you know, beef cattle, because that's like, it would be a huge waste to kill like a cow that you know, it would be a huge waste to shoot a cow that gives milk, you know. Just saying, it'd just be a huge waste. Because those cows also, like, even in the wild, they're very good for what do you call it? Those cows, especially in the wild, are like they breed better. So you don't want to kill those cows.
150-pound bad guy, 2,000-pound piece of livestock, potato, same thing.
Yeah, he's even calling them livestock. It's not fucking, you know, it's fucking like, it's like that's not a beef cow. That's a milk cow. Just saying. It's like a cow that you get that's a dairy cow.
I guess. Look, I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying it happened. So the results of this science experiment were that the next...
I mean, I'm not saying it's right, I'm saying it's happened. I'm like, it's a fucking cow, dude. Shut up. I'm not saying it's right to shoot old Bessie down. It's a fucking animal. Christ, man. Shut up. If it, like, I've said this many times, if you don't kill them, they will kill you. They are wild fucking animals. Don't feel bad for a wild animal that would kill you first.
Pistol needed to be chambered in 45 ACP. John Moses Browning then specifically designed the 1911 445 ACP. I'm trying to tell you that this thing is rated for bovine unhealth care, okay? Uncle Sam wanted to switch over to the M9 to save some money on ammunition, and the Special Forces community was like, fuck that. This thing's built with anti-cow technology. It's fucking awesome. If it'll stop a cow, it'll definitely stop a bad guy.
Oh,
Stopping
yeah.
power is not even a good term. It's more like you're gonna go the other way now, power. You get hit with this thing, you're gonna look like a video game character whose controller just got disconnected. In conclusion, the 1911 is one of the most popular handguns of all time. In modern day, available in multiple calibers and different sizes and barrel lengths, including 3, 4, and 5-inch barrels. But in the US military, it always has and always will be the 5-inch barrel, which has affectionately been dubbed government length, because nobody fucks like the government.
Really? So apparently, even if it's just only like
So, have you heard about Fortnite?
Even if it's a temple, the fuck? Why did a Fortnite ad play? Why is freaking what's his name? Fucking why is Star-Lord telling me about fucking why is he telling me about fucking about Fortnite? I don't care about Fortnite. Go away. I don't even have ads on. How did that happen?
YouTube plays ads during pauses now.
No, but I have a magical genie that that shows me no ads. There we go. That's what I'll show. I have a stop sign that shows me no ads. I have a browser. I guess I could just say browser. It's fine. There's no reason for me to censor myself here. I have a browser that doesn't show ads. So, like, it like fucking literally, okay, I'm not joking you. Rather than it pulling up like a random video to I had autoplay on by accident. Instead of it pulling like a fucking random video, like that usually is something that I would be recommended, it gave me an ad. like an ad that was posted on YouTube. Why? Jesus Christ. Even when I have an ad blocker, I can't escape these damn things. Jesus Christ. Oy vey. I don't understand that. That was not in my recommended. Oh my god. Oh no. You know what that means? Hold on. Oh no, I just realized. You know what that means? That means that YouTube's algorithm, because I don't watch ads. This means YouTube's algorithm is gonna autoplay ads, probably, huh? I just thought about that. They're just gonna autoplay fucking ads, huh? They're gonna like have videos like autoplay randomly so they can still like have like advertisers like, well, yeah, but they don't get paid for that, so why would they do that? Oh my god, why do I keep seeing fucking Jax with like, why do I keep seeing like Jax with like fucking with her new with black hair? I don't understand. Like the Jax said with, I mean, I know why, you know, but like, dude, I swear to God, I cannot escape Jax. Like, I cannot escape Stevie Wonder going, "Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?" And it's just like fucking Jax with like the fucking black hair and like fucking bow that he has in his, in, well, not in the show, but that I guess people drew. And that's the thing is, it's not even canon that Jax has like that. Jax has like their normal black hair. It's like, or that doesn't even have black hair. I mean, I guess to be fair, the person that they're based off of, I guess does. So I mean, they're an emo. They used to be an emo. So I guess that's fair. So, but still, Jesus Christ, man. Good Christ. It is still, I find it still a little crazy that Jax is like a woman. Anyway, not, you know, I don't know. I still find that kind of crazy that they still like that, you know, still a wild like turn that I didn't expect. Anyway, god damn, it's still 15 minutes till stream's ending. Okay, I don't know why I'm complaining. That means I get to draw more. Oh yeah, I also looked up fucking like the stupid like power scaling thing, because apparently during like meme power scaling stuff, I don't remember if I told you guys this, during the meme power scaling, like or what do you call it, power scaling stuff, like sorry. So I found out that there was this weird quiz that has like meme power scaling, right? Like it's based off of like how many people can or it's based off of like how powerful a character is. And like usually which character is more powerful, and if you like guess the wrong character is wrong, like or guess the character wrong, you get you know, you know, fail the quiz, right? But apparently Shaggy and Peter Griffin have an official power scaling like meme thing about them, and apparently there's been like a whole lore amongst like both of them interacting with like multiple like multi universe, or what's it called, the multiverse thing. So I literally like had to look up like their freaking thing to see like even if
I'm going to go, since it's pretty late, well, early technically.
Okay, you have a good night, Zen. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Is anybody else here, or am I just by myself? So I might end stream. Are you still here, Cry? Or did you leave? Do 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 do. If so, I'm just gonna watch like a video that I've been watching. Okay, I'll give it like a minute. If nobody says anything, I'm going to just play my own video. So I'm going to just play something I want to play, or watch something I want to play. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Okay. Actually, do I want to talk about E3 now? Probably could. So it would probably be more entertaining.
I made it WoW crazy.
Okay, never mind. Hi, hi, June. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. You missed me ranting about having Jax flood my fucking recommended because of fucking Stevie Wonder. Just hearing Stevie Wonder constantly saying, "Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?" Like time and time again, you know, fucking so much Digital Circus stuff. Like I'm constantly getting Jax with like the black hair and like the bow on his head. Like apparently that's just now like a not canon thing, but apparently just a bunch of people just have agreed to just draw him like that now. Sorry, draw her like that. I apologize. I don't have to say him anymore.
It'd be Jade/JJ today, but me and June had a fight.
See, it'd be JJ and or it'd be Jade and JJ today, but me and June had a fight. Oh no. I'm sorry. I hope you guys I hope you're feeling, or I hope you guys can, you know, I don't know, maybe you guys just need some space. It's fine. I hope you guys, you know, I think you know, you guys might work it out, so you know. I almost was about to say, tell me it, girl, but I was like, you know, you don't have to. If you feel comfortable talking about it, go ahead and talk about it, but, you know, I don't want to intrude, so it's up to you. Why did I make his arm so tiny? Hold on. It's also we're on a Twitch stream, so it's not like anybody's gonna really watch the VOD or anything, but, you know. Actually, I've been actually trying to... Sorry, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a different thing. I've been trying to figure out how to go live on Odyssey, but I am not too entirely sure how to. Because I copied and pasted, like, the thing to be able to go live. It says that I've been live for like an hour and 51 minutes on Odyssey, but I don't. It doesn't say it doesn't didn't connect or anything. I just don't know where my live thing is popping up. I also haven't connected it to like a chat or anything, so that might have been what I should have done. Honestly, I should have connected it to like a live chat or something. So hold on. I should have connected it to that, maybe. I just don't know exactly how to do that. Like, how to connect it to a chat like that. Because usually there's just, like, already a thing for it, but... Let me see. Unknown site or site not supported. Okay, hold on. Plays... Cam soda... Fuck? Please select which source type is to be used. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Holy fuck. I do not know. B, C, D, G...
Oh, so I was panicking and June put her hand on my shoulder and I freaked out and slapped her hand away. That pissed her off and we fought back and forth until I ended it by throwing my ring on the floor. We smoothed it out already and I get snuggles, but it wasn't without tears and a few slaps on the face. 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. So, let's see. So, I was panicking and June put her hand on my shoulder. Aw. And I freaked out and slapped her hand away. That pissed her off. And we fought back and forth. Ooh, jeez. I don't know why that would make her mad, though. She knows that you have panic attacks sometimes. Till I ended it by throwing my ring off the floor. On the floor. Ooh, jeez. I smoothed it out already, and I get snuggles, but it wasn't without tears and a few slaps on the face. Yeah, I mean, you know, to be fair, it was just a tense moment. So it's like, you know, to be fair, it was a tense moment, and it just kind of, you know, shit like that happens. So... that kind of stuff happens sometimes. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Odyssey works now. Okay, how do I... Okay, wait. Odyssey works. Not the stream thing, but the chat now can pull up. I just don't know where I even go to see my live stream. How do I know that I'm streaming right now? Unless I just didn't stream, but it shows that I'm streaming. Unless I'm streaming... Oh, am I streaming on the wrong channel? Hold on. Am I streaming on the wrong one? Hold on. Let me see.
Also, to be fair, I drove off to a random place and freaked her TF out because she thought I was going to oof myself.
Oh, God. Yeah, that will make her panic a little. Yeah, that would make me panic. My partner did that. Shit. Yeah. That would make me panic like hell, dude. I would at least need to know where someone is before they do that, so... Yeah, that would be a what do I call it? Also, you don't have to say oof yourself. Like, you don't have to censor yourself here. I don't really care. So, I don't really care if you, like, if you say things like that. Because it's like just, it's just like, it's human, I don't like censorship, so you don't have to do that if you don't want it. Like, YouTube censorship can go suck my dick. I curse all the time, so it's not like I really would get in like recommendeds or anything. Sorry, there is some news I do want to show today, though. There's some crazy fucking news that I was fucking...
So I got slapped once for running off and another time for the fight in general.
Slapped once for running off? Oh my god. Wait, slapped? Why did she slap you? Hold on, whoa, hold on. Nobody should be getting slapped. Why would they hold on, whoa. Why would she slap you? That's not okay. That's like abuse. No. Nobody should be doing that. Then again, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to like think if my partner would do that or if I would do that. I mean, I would need that sometimes. But that's like a different context. I don't know. I guess I'm not, I'm acting like I'm in your guys' relationship, so I don't know. I wouldn't know. Maybe that's normal to you guys. I just seems a little messed up, but I don't know. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on.
She was panicking, to be fair, and was pissed that I didn't answer her text when she asked me where I was.
Hold on, let me see. She was panicking, to be fair, and pissed that I didn't answer her text when she would... I mean, again, I don't know if that was a correct response, but then again, I also am not YouTube, because, like, to be fair, like, if I was, like, I'm on the outside, and I'm like, man, that's, like, abuse, God, she shouldn't have slapped you, but then again, at the same fucking time, like, with my partner, I, like, if like, to be fair with my partner, or with me, I feel like me being slapped would be, like, probably, it would
Again,
have
she
to
thought
be
I was off
something...
trying to kill myself.
Yeah, and, like, to be fair, yeah. I'm like, to be fair, that's what I'm saying. It's easier to see that on the outside and be like, God, that's, like, so fucked up. But then, like, at the same time, if that was, like, my partner and, like, I was doing that and I got a slap in the face, I'll be like, yeah, no, I totally definitely understand. Like, if I did something, like, fucking crazy, like, I mean, not what you did, but, like, if I like, said something that was, like, out of the fucking ordinary, like, and be like, yeah, well, I deserve that slap, I guess it just needs context, and I guess that's fine. I don't know. I don't know what's normal between you guys, so I just don't get that, I don't, I'm not, you guys, so, I'm acting like I haven't, it's not like there's not a similar thing between me and my partner, but, my partner and I, my bad, sorry, grammar, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, let me pull that fucking, no! I closed the whole fucking tab. Hold on. 1 second. See if I can find it. Oh, cool. Right. I forgot. Even if I close, like, all the tabs, it will still be okay. Hold on just a mini moment. Boink.
I did get taken care of after she got me ice and shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I did get taken care of after she got me ice and shit. Yeah, I know.
Hi, Datus.
To be fair, it's like sometimes a good slap just helps people, like, focus back on to what they need to. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. So this shit's crazy because, like, this shit is really fucking nuts. Sorry, I'm not trying to go off topic. This shit is really fucking nuts. How do you say it? Like, so apparently, you remember how I said that, like, social media is like suppressing like artists because of the fact that like or like yeah suppressing artists and trying to like drown them and trying to like destroy their engagement because they just really don't like, or because they just make AI look fucking terrible. Apparently I saw this and I was like, holy shit, it's just true. It's so fucking true. Hold on, let me play it real quick.
Centers are resorting to a very dirty tactic against communities who try to push back. Spoiler alert, it's one of the most pathetic tactics you've ever heard of, and I've actually experienced it firsthand now. See, the problem is that for a couple of years, data centers were relying on people not knowing what was going on and not knowing the risks of these plants in order to get a lot of them built. The problem is, word spread fast, and now it's blocking up data center progress. It's gotten so bad for them that they can't even whisper about building on land without the local communities preemptively passing a law banning data center development. So what's the dirty tactic they're using now? The AI industry nationwide is now accusing any local resident who pushes back against data center development of being secretly paid by out-of-state lobbyists. There's a really big one happening in Utah right now. Billionaire Shark Tank host and overall scumbag Kevin O'Leary wants to have a data center built that would be nearly the size of St. Louis when finished. Because this project stands to make him so much money, but it's done so much damage to his public image, Kevin O'Leary has, instead of taking accountability for it, started attacking anyone who stands against this data center project. Particularly, he's gone after a local organizer and influencer by the name of Gabby Finlayson on Fox News, accusing her of taking money from the Chinese Communist Party as part of an agreement to block progress on the Strata data center. Basically, he's made the unfounded, non-evidentiary, defamatory claim that because someone is standing against this data center, they're standing against America's further development of the electrical grid, which must mean they're plans for the Communist Party. This talking point has taken off like wildfire on Fox, who knows that their own voter base is against data centers, so they're trying to get them to flip. It doesn't matter how big the data center project is, data centers are using this against anyone who stands in the way. I myself have been the target of this at a local city council meeting where I spoke out against the data center. Our city's news network put out a story from an environmental research firm about the verifiable air pollution harm that data centers do to the surrounding areas. I took these citations to the city council meeting to present them to them. 2 weeks later,
also,
a
did you hear
story
ABT
had
Orange
been
Man acting like a toddler ABT about
roundabout
the benefit of the
accusing me of being a paid actor for out-of-state environmental litigators, using the very careful legalese of someone who knows they're lying but doesn't want to get sued for it, made the claim that I was only speaking out against the data center at these meetings because I was being paid to do so. This is where we're at in the game, people. Counties are running out of water because of these data centers. The data centers know everyone knows it's them, and they have nothing left to hide behind, so all they can do now is accuse anyone who stands against them of not being honest. It's because they have nothing else to hide behind. And it's more cases than this. It's happening in New Jersey, it's happening in Virginia, it's happening in West Virginia, it's happening in Tennessee, and it's happening in Texas. They are using this narrative everywhere they can because they have nothing else to fall back on other than to accuse the people who are standing against them of being plans for someone else.
Yeah. Like, so straight up, like I had a weird theory about it because TikTok fucking always takes down every single video like I have about like AI data centers, and then they've like suppressed my views every time I talk about that shit. YouTube obviously drowns out all the fucking artists a lot of times and makes sure that a lot of people can't see it, but because artists are so fucking good at like, because artists actually, you know, make art and typically like tend to be like, you know, tend to make good shit. Data, like, it's just social media, like, their AI can't seem to understand, like, it's having like an oxymoron in its code that's like, okay, but you want things with like that have good engagement, and you also want things that have like, you know, you want things that actually have like genuine like likes and shit. It just, this shit is like, they're trying to basically like whack-a-mole anybody that has like anything to say about AI like garbage and AI slop and like AI anything, because it just fucking is awful. Because even then it has real life impacts. So it's to this level where now they're just like how you say, where now they're just like trying to like, just like how they were accusing of like, oh well, like, you know, gay people are terrorists, or trans people are terrorists, oh gay people are terrorists, oh LGBTQ like allies are terrorists, black people are terrorists, oh people that support the black community are terrorists, oh people that support Hispanic communities are terrorists, oh people that support immigrants are terrorists. It's just like like they just straight up are running out of shit to do. So it's like AI data centers are also doing the same shit, where it's like oh well, everybody, like, these guys are communist, even though fucking the very like people that the very billionaires take like supplies from like communist countries like China, and like are building that and like using those like weak supplies in our own country. So the fucking problem is, it's like, it doesn't work when you try to have like, when you take things from a communist country and then try to call people communists. Obviously fucking MAGA heads love the shit out of, like, you know, obviously fall for fucking almost everything. But I don't know if they're gonna fall for this one, because there's too much to be like, what do you call it? There's just too much happening. But the fact that like social media is like now being like, so like now that it's confirmed that social media is trying to suppress like the, what do you call it? Suppress like this opinion is insanity. Like they did it on Twitter already. Like Twitter, there's just like every time somebody talks about like hating AI, there's just shitloads of like fucking bots and like obviously tons of those AI hoes that love the hell out of it, like trying to bully the shit out of like some fucking artist on the internet, right? Like bully off like the artist off of like Twitter, which to be honest, we shouldn't be on Twitter anyway. We should be more on Blue Sky, but you know what I mean? Like it just, and then like, you know, and then of course a lot of us are like, okay, so then we move to other websites like Glumble and Odyssey and like fucking places that just don't like generative AI, you know, things that just don't want generative AI to exist, you know? It's like these companies don't fucking recognize that if we're just going to be suppressed in one place, especially for the large people, all we're gonna do is take our audience and push it somewhere else. Sorry, anyway, you know, we're going to fucking do that shit, man. It's just like, you know, we're gonna be like fucking Patrick, where it's like, why don't we just take our audience and push it somewhere else? You know? It just doesn't make any fucking sense why, like, you know, that these, like, they're just destroying themselves. Simple as that. Now, don't get me wrong, they want a bunch of, like, fucking people that, like, get all brain rotted to hell, but when you just have a bunch of garbage that's the same thing over and over and over and over again, it becomes an enshittification of itself, you're just gonna, like, lose business, and then when it comes to, like, shit like this, people need water, you know? Physically, people need water. So it's like, you can't stop like somebody from, you can't stop the general public from basically being like, oh yeah, well, my water's being affected. So it's like, obviously you're going to fucking like, obviously you're like, there's gonna be people that will just be more active in that shit. You know, people weren't this active in politics before because they didn't really like, because there wasn't like a whole lot of bullshit happening. But now that our drinkable water is like being threatened, and our like, you know, our drinkable water is being threatened, and our electricity bills are going up, and our water bills are going up, and our internet is going up, and well, I don't know about internet, but like, you know, but our like, you know, and our taxes could go up because of these fuckers. It's like, it just, people don't want, like, people are already broke as fuck. There's no middle class anymore. There's an upper class and a lower class. The only people that are middle class are the IT hoes that lick the fucking boot and suck the dick of like, you know, and suck the dick of like IT. That's it. Those are the only people doing well. So when you have the vast majority of the population that's just so fucking tired of this shit, you just aren't gonna be able to convince people, even the fucking Fox News people. I don't know. Maybe you can convince a certain, like, maybe you can convince, like, the Nazis, but you can't convince, like, 80% of the population, you know? Sorry, I know that I'm not trying to completely ignore your thing, Junebugs. I just wanted to bring that out first. Let's see, did you hear about the orange man, the annoying orange, acting like a toddler about a bill that would benefit the country? Really? What bill was that? Hold on. Bill, hold on. No shit, really. Freaking out about... Are you still here, June? Or not June, JJ, sorry. Wait, hold on. Who's here this time? I forgot. I think it's JJ? JJ, right? Sorry. Forgot who was here. I apologize.
Jaden, yes.
Jade, sorry. Thank you. Freaking out about bill that benefits. Hold on here.
I go by JJ or Jade, I could care less, lol.
Okay, sorry. Which one do you prefer, JJ or Jade? Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Why would he, like, that's the irony, though. I thought he would just, like, not give a fuck. It's probably because corporation, okay. Actually, no, I probably would do that. Let's see here. First past the, oh. Let's see. Oh my god, a bipartisan 21st century road to
Either one,
housing
whichever is
act.
easier for you to remember.
Okay. Let's see. Bipartisan 24th century road to housing act. What is the road to housing act? Hold on. Let's see. Road to housing act. Wow, hold on. Wait a second. Road to Housing Act, hosing, sure. Road to Housing Act is a significant U.S. federal statute aimed at expanding house availability and introduced in December 2025 and passed both by House and Senate in hold on. Federal aimed at expanding house availability. What do they mean by that, though? It combines elements from various housing reform proposals and seeks modernized housing programs while addressing affordability issues. Oh, okay. So it's like a thing of like trying to weaken private equity, like BlackRock and shit, from owning all these, or from like owning basically every single property to ever exist. Huh.
It prevents corporate companies from buying houses and increasing housing availability and cutting housing costs.
Yeah. So yeah, it stops like things like BlackRock. That's fantastic. And you wanted to bitch about that shit? Brother, no fucking way, dude. Wow. Oh, man, God. Well, I mean, let's see. He's not paid by BlackRock, is he? Oh, he's paid by Walmart, though. That's right. I forgot BlackRock's like a huge investor in Walmart. I was gonna say, I'm like, he's not paid by BlackRock, so why does he give a shit? It's probably because Walmart. That's why. I was like trying to think. I'm like, exactly what companies like don't, or what companies like exactly benefit him that would
But
like.
Orange Man won't sign it unless his Better American Act or whatever it's called is passed.
Yeah, it's called the SAVE Act, which is like supposed to basically like force you to have like your ID to vote. But I'm like, brother, like that's not gonna stop people. I'm sorry, like, you know, the only reason why is because he wants to like figure out what people like who's voting for fucking Democrats. But here's the fucking problem. It's like, what happens if people vote for independents? You know, then you can't like, man, everybody votes for an independent politician. Crazy. You know, everybody votes for an independent politician. Well, yeah, well,
He won't sign it unless he gets his way. He's acting like a toddler.
Oh yeah, 1000%. How do I say this? The reason why he's doing this shit is because like he has too many favors he has to do. You have to remember the dude is heavily blackmailed. He's puppeted like hell. Like, I mean, like I said, I just don't think, I'm gonna be honest, he just took he did too many favors. You know, he should have did what he did in 2016, was just like, nah, fuck you guys. And like just decided to fucking, you know, he should have just given the middle finger to these giant corporations and said, fuck you guys. And like, and then just fucking became the president again, like, you know, through just being popular again. But I think that's the issue, just corporations. Well, okay, hold on. I don't know. I feel like he could have done it, but at the same fucking time, let's be honest here. The reason why he was able, I guarantee what happened is when he was in that courthouse, I guarantee what happened is a bunch of corporations walked in and it was like, okay, so either you go to jail or you serve all 228 of us. You know, I mean, I don't think it was all at once, but there was like a bunch of corporations that clearly walked up to him and was like, okay, you have to do this and this and this and this. And if you don't do this, we're going to put you in jail. So I think just like either way is probably going to be put in jail anyway. But like, you know what I mean? Like fucking, or not jail, but something will happen. I genuinely, think that it's hilarious. The fact that, like, I don't think he would have ever been jailed anyway. But then again, I don't know. A bunch of fucking corporate companies were paying to blackmail him. So I'm like, maybe they would have put him in jail. I don't fucking know, dude. Like, it's insanity how much he's been blackmailed. I'm not trying to, like, I'm not defending the guy. I'm just saying, like, a 80-year-old man is not, like, is not this elaborate. Sorry, but he's not, No 80-year-old man is able to, like, figure out, like, oh, okay, let me convince all these states to elect people that can destroy, that can elect all these people that would make it super biased towards my party and, like, destroy checks and balance, like, the judicial, the executive, and the fucking, what do you call it, and the congressional branch, I'm trying to remember the name of that. And then, like, let me also get involved in this social media thing to, like, make this, like, really cult group that I have, and then let me also be a part of this, like, weird, like, evangelical group that also, like, wants to have, like, Christian nationalism, and then let's also have, like, another group where it's like, like, it just, like, let's also, like, have a bunch of freaking, let me also, like, pair with all these companies to destroy all of the federal system and let them do whatever they want, and then, like, also let's dismantle the education system. It's just an 80-year-old guy cannot think of stuff like that. It just isn't possible.
At this point, just make sure he doesn't get to go into a nursing home or get assistance at home. He doesn't need prison.
No, the irony is just, like, I'm going to say something a little bit more controversial than most. Trump is not what we have to worry about. It's the next guy. It's literally whoever is next. Because all he's doing, like, all the annoying orange is doing is he's just setting it up for the next fucking dictator. That's it. Because, like, all he's doing is, like, he obviously has to go through, like, all of the fucking time of dismantling every single fucking system, like, every single thing that exists in our fucking US system, right? Like, everything, every single little bit of, like, every single barrier and blockade to be able to do that shit, right? And then once he's done, all they're gonna do is they're gonna kick him out, and then they're gonna put someone younger in there. And I'm gonna be honest, it might be Vance, it might be a different guy, I don't know. It's going to be a guy that's like, there was always a Kim Jong-il before Kim Jong-un, right? Kim Jong-il dismantled everything, right? He dismantled this whole fucking system in North Korea before, like, step by step by taking away all of the checks and balances in order to be able to, like, like, all the way down to their own constitution at the time. That basically was like, hey, like, we're destroying everything and everyone, and, like, are, like, destroying every single bit of system that exists here. So then I can be a dictator, that's saying that thing, right? They can say, oh, I'm going to be a dictator, right? That kind of thing, right? And basically they'll go, like, how you say it? And yeah, so, and sure, he ended up being a dictator, like, near the end of his life, but near the beginning of his life, but near the beginning of the life of Kim Jong-un, he was already, like, his son it's not his son, he took over, right? And that's it, right? Like, Kim Jong-un is now has been the dictator since, like, 2011 or something, right? He's been the dictator for years. He didn't need to do anything. He didn't need to, like, do any extra stuff. He didn't need to say anything. He didn't need to do really much of anything, right? He didn't have to have much of anything, right? And this man just ended up, like, becoming the dictator of North Korea, right? Simple as that. Like, he ended up just getting passed over the dictatorship. Same thing with freaking the annoying orange. I don't know if it might be Donald Trump Jr. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I think it's Donald Trump Jr. I think that's the one that's, like, that will get it right. The guy that, like, has, like, fraud. Hold on. Yeah, Jr. Let me see here. Hold on. I think that's the guy that committed fraud. Commit fraud. Let's find out. Oh yeah, he did. No, wait. Yeah. Was it him or was it Eric? Hold on. Oh, it was both of them. Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be just like Donald Jr. Like it's just gonna be Trump Jr. Like, oh no, it will just be him. Like that's just what's gonna happen. Basically after freaking after Annoying Orange passes away, Annoying Orange Jr. is just gonna come up, like is just gonna take over. That simple as that, right? Like that's the irony, that's the problem. That's the thing we're trying to prevent, is to make sure that Donald Trump Jr. is not going to become like the next dictator, right? That's the main thing that we're trying to prevent. We're just trying to prevent North Korea. Simple as that, you know. Obviously there's a bunch of fucking, kiss asses, but there's far less kiss asses than previously, or far less kiss ass, not previously, but far less kiss asses than people think there is. It's just, they're obviously the loudest motherfuckers around, and social media wants them to be the loudest motherfuckers around. Yeah, he's just straight up like, how you say it? Yeah, so Trump Jr. is gonna be the guy next. I'm sorry, not sorry, but it's like, the fucking, if another dictator gets put in, like, when Annoying Orange passes away, Trump Jr. is just gonna take over. That's it. That's what's gonna happen. Basically all Trump will, like, and here's the thing. He basically, I don't know. A lot of people are probably gonna be like, oh, he's not gonna step down. Oh, he's not gonna leave. I don't think he's going to leave, but he's going to do a quote unquote stepping down, and then his son is going to take over, right? He's gonna be like, oh yes, my son Donald Trump Jr. is gonna take over my position, and then then Trump Jr. is now just the new fucking dictator. Simple as that. I genuinely think that's gonna happen. I know that fucking the Annoying Orange likes having like a shitload of power like all the fucking time. But the irony is, I do think that he is just going to let his son like take over, because obviously his son's got like just as much of an ego. So, and he'll let, and he'll just like do whatever the hell he wants. I don't know. Like, let's see. Yeah, dude's only 50 years old. So yeah, I mean, I say only 50, but you know what I mean. Trump Jr. is just gonna fucking be the guy. I hate to say it, but it probably could happen. Like I said, this is if we don't try to prevent this shit. That's what I'm saying. We need more fucking eyes on him, because I'm sorry, the fucking president is not like, I'm sorry, the current Annoying Orange, the Annoying Orange in power right now is probably not the best idea to pay attention to. Pay attention to right now. It's like the guy to prevent is, one, state politicians, for one, definitely state politicians. Two, yeah, Trump Jr. That's who we have to really pay attention to, because that guy is going to just end up taking over if we don't do something about it. If we don't deal with this whole system right now and try to like understand that's like, okay, and execute the plan, because dictatorships, how do I say this? Dictatorships can only last about a decade. I say only, but they last about a decade. And then if it's not maintained by another country, which unfortunately we're a vassal state for the Star of David, so this might continue, who knows. But, if it fails, not if it fails, but they only last so long. But we're trying to prevent it so it doesn't even if it does still happen, it lasts way shorter than anything. Because you have to remember, like, some of them only last 4 years. And there was one fucking dictator that it only lasted a couple of fucking years. But if we're talking about like genuine dictatorships that were successful and did this whole fucking plan, then, ones without checks and balances and a constitution and a declaration of independence, and one that already doesn't have a system that was already in place that's meant to deal with this shit that we just, didn't realize was just all meant for good faith, and one that doesn't tell you to just like take over your government if they get too out of hand, right? It's like one that just doesn't do that shit is what do you call it? One that has a little bit more of like a system going on and like a template to like deal with that shit, is going to probably last a lot shorter than most, you know. Like we have the Constitution, we have the Declaration of Independence, we have like plenty of archived history. Even if it's not in our own country anymore, it's still in Europe, it's still in like Ireland and the UK and Australia and fucking, you know, like fucking even South America has a bunch of our history that's like, you know, accurate to us. And fucking
I'm sorry, I need to laugh at the
Africa-
fact that Orange Man thinks vandals fucked up the reflecting pool with a 350 feet slit when he said in an interview no one could even slice it with a knife. Off topic, my bad, but still.
No, oh yeah, you want to see a clip of like some fucking morons like actually bought that shit? Hold on. I genuinely do want to talk about this. Hold on.
You know, it's been a long journey.
Whoops, sorry. Hold on. I do want to actually show this real quick because now that you brought that up, now I can actually talk about it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you a little funny clip. I'm not gonna show you the one. I'm not gonna like show the whole fucking video, but it is really fucking wild, the clip that this guy pulled, because holy shit, are they fucking morons. Hold on. His fan base are full of idiots, dude. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Hold on. I don't know what this is originally from. I don't think he has the sources, but whatever. Yeah, this right here. It is gonna have this guy in it, but I apologize. Yeah, I mean, look how fucking red this dude is too. Sorry. Anyway.
The reflecting
Porter Chud Daniels, give us the scoop, Chud.
Take a look at this. The reflecting pool's green. There's algae in here again.
Yeah, no shit.
I feel like it's sabotage.
Why is it like this? Because it's gooey at the other end, and we walk this whole thing. We're like, there's no way that something like this. And the very opposite side is the World War II memorial. Right. The water's fine. Why is this? So something happened here.
They're pumping something into this. I don't know if it's air or what. We're back to green. And again, is it nefarious? I tend to think so. You would not have that quickly unless somebody did something. I'm telling you, I think they want Trump to fail so badly that they'll come out here and do anything. They're trying to get it right for these Freedom 250 celebrations, but what a shame. What a freaking shame.
I've seen this work before. Antifa did this to my local Burger King in 2020, and now it's a Popeye's chicken. The wokest restaurant known to man. Dyeing this dumbass fountain blue cost $13 million, and then Antifa, a terrorist organization, they did something. I don't know what they did. Maybe they spiked the pool with fentanyl, they unloaded their anarchist piss reserves, something of that nature, but all that money got ruined. Flushed down the drain, if you will. Ooh, it's just a basic problem with water fixtures. You need solid pipework that doesn't leak so the water doesn't stagnate, and you need constant maintenance to maintain a dyed color, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but why don't you release the security footage and let me do some research before you jump to any ridiculous conclusions like that? Something that I did not even consider, I failed to see, in fact, because I can't see the same things that our president can see. The reflecting pool in the National Mall, pictured here. Trump says that it is taller than any skyscraper, but specifically the long way. And I gotta admit, that is an astute observation. Here's a direct quote from Trump. There's no building that's...
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there was a joke that he made about, like, just a second ago that was like, oh yeah, you know, it's kind of crazy that, there we go, this
takes up more distance than any standing building. You just need to flip the axis and measure by height instead. I like to think that Trump is just amazed by every single bike path that's ever been created. Like, he looks at it from Google Maps and he's like, this has gotta be like 20 Empire State Buildings. That is a tall bike path. I know that this guy...
Anyway, yeah, like, freaking... like, I just... Genuinely, man. OMG, I'm losing it. Yeah, dude. It just... His fan base doesn't even understand why algae grows. Like, these guys failed, like, science class. Like, basic biology. You know? They failed basic biology. Like, yeah, you know, paint at the bottom of a fucking, like, at the bottom of a fucking pond is going to grow algae. No shit, dude. No shit, Sherlock. you know, now all the ducks are dead and fucking little geese and, you know, all the ducks and fucking, or the geese and the little duck, I mean, geese are assholes, so fuck them, but, you know, all the ducks, well, now the geese are gonna attack the general public, which fucking isn't great. You know, all the geese and fish and, you know, all the other fucking creatures that were like in that fucking pond, dude. Man, God, I wonder if maybe just the fact that you put something in there that algae loves to grow on, you know, just gave it algae, like allowed algae to grow, you know. It's basic science, man. I don't know. I'm not the most intelligent, like I said, I'm never the most intelligent person. I'm not the most intelligent person either, but like I can understand.
He 1 drove cars over it. 2 hired a company who he has no proof has ever worked on pools. 3 thinks dumping loads of chemicals will fix it. Quite literally a baby duck has died already due to it. 4 he's just a moron thinking paint will go on fucking concrete.
Yeah, just straight up, dude. Dumping loads of chemicals will fix it. I don't even know what the fuck they put like peroxide or some shit in it, right? Like that's not even how you kill algae. Hold on. Hold on. How do you kill algae? Because there's a way to like clean algae out. Hold on. Like there's just a way he could just like fix that shit, but hold on. Oh god, there's actually like a thing just called algae killer. Hold on. What chemical is it? I mean, you'd kill all the fucking creatures in it. Well, all of the creatures in there are dead anyway. They're already dead, dude. Hold on. It's not just, it's all the fucking, like, fish and shit are dead in there, too. What? Chemicals kill algae. You also have to realize they also just didn't have to do that shit, like, at all. They could have just kept the pond like it was, like, in front of the fucking Washington Monument. You know, it's pretty fucking disrespectful. You know, of like now there's this just giant green gooey mess in front of the Washington Monument. You know, the fucking president that made this country like what it is. You know, the guy, Washington himself. I'm like, brother, you could have at least like fucking, I don't know, man. It's like there's so much history in that fucking I really like I've been to Virginia before, right? There is so much interesting history and so many interesting monuments and so many interesting like it's such like a fucking, how do I say it? It's like just such a like capsule like of just respect of our hero, like of it was a respect of all of the heroes and like veterans and heroes of our time, like, you know, like not just the presidents, but like the veterans and the fucking, and like I guess a lot of veterans, yeah, I guess it's just mainly veterans, but you know, veterans and like even just people in like history that have like changed certain things like non-aggressively, right? Like, or like people like inventors and freaking like everything, dude, everything that was so important to American history that made America what it is, you know, that allowed our independency to be our independency. Like there's so many monuments, so many points of like, I cannot tell you there like how much there is. Like you go around a court, like, you know, there's one like monument like dedicated to like, you know, there's one monument dedicated to like veterans, and then there's another monument there's one monument.
A little baby duck died while in it. Think about how fucking bad that is. If it dies while in it, what does that mean when the water vapors get into the air and he is only dumping more and more chemicals?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Hold on. I mean, yeah. I mean, fucking God knows, man. I don't even know what he poured in there. It was like what, peroxide or some shit? It was fucking crazy, man. Hold on. Copper-based algicide quarantine. Oh my god, there's like a combination of things. Sodium bromide. He could have put that shit in there. Oh my god, there is so much fucking shit that you have to use. So, copper sulfate, diquat, sodium carbonate peroxide. Did he put sodium carbonate peroxide in there? I mean, that would probably kill the algae, but then yeah, you also kill the wildlife in there too. But again, I mean, the algae's already there. It's going to just kill all the animals. I'm sorry to say it, but the algae would have already killed a lot of the animals in there anyway, but could at least try to clean it up a little bit without, like, having to... Hold on. What did he pour in there? Let me see. What did they... Well, I shouldn't say he. What did the fucking people that... What did the people that poured the chemicals in there do? Let's see. What chemicals were poured in the Washington...
Yeah, but for a non-aquatic animal to die while in it is bad.
Non-aquatic animal to die in it while it's bad? Wait, what? Yeah, but it's a duck. Like, don't they, like, die from... Yeah, but they walk in the water, don't they? I'm so sorry. Like, I'm kind of confused, because when, like, algae can just kill ducks anyway. Like, I'm not saying algae, but just, like, any bad thing that interrupts the water, anything that interacts with water will kill it, typically, yeah. So, sorry, I'm just confused. Like, I'm not saying that you're wrong, I'm just saying that, like, you know, like, it just, Oh, fun, it's the Lincoln reflecting pool. I did not actually know that. Oh my god. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Let's see. Hydrogen peroxide. That's not even the right chemical. It's supposed to be... Okay, hold on. He used the wrong peroxide. It's sodium carbonate peroxide. He used hydrogen peroxide. What the fuck? Hold on, what? Oh my god, what? That's not even the right fucking peroxide.
They go in the water to just cool off, cause I highly doubt they use the pool for food, cause I don't think there is fish in there.
No, there was fish in there. There's like bugs and there's like bugs and fish and like a lot of like aquatic creatures in there. I mean, there was probably not anymore. Actually, I don't know. Is there any more? Hold on.
Well, now OFC.
Yeah. Did Lincoln... Hold on. Memorial have aquatic creatures in it. Let's see here. Yes, it had. It had snails. Oh wow. Ooh, shit. There was parasites in there too, though. Oh god. Oh wow. Okay. Yikes. There was parasites in there that could just attack you. So, good to know. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Yikers. Okay, so yeah, there was ducks, snails, and apparently certain parasites in there that could just attack you, so... Cool. That is rough. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, it's also peroxide, which is just not great. So, hold on. To the air on a pole. Hold on. Yeah, he didn't even use the right fucking chemical, because the right chemical you're supposed to use is sodium benzenate. Or, not benzenate, sodium carbonate peroxhydrate, sorry, it's not even peroxide, it's peroxhydrate. Wait. Peroxyhydrate, sorry. Yeah, so it's sodium carbonate, peroxyhydrate, rather than, like, hydrogen peroxide. Because peroxide is not used for... Yeah, you don't use hydrogen peroxide for shit like that. What the fuck? Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because it's a pond, not a fucking pool. Okay, oh my god. Alright. Let's see. Through rapid decomposition into water and oxygen rather than evaporation into the air as distinct chemical and vapor decomposition, hydrogen peroxide is unstable and breaks down naturally when exposed to light, heat, organic. Oh god, yeah. So you also, it literally, I love how, like, I'm sorry, I'm like reading something and it's literally talking about the fact that you have to be careful with like how much you pour into fucking like salt water, because it will just like, it will make your pool grow algae. Crazy. Jesus Christ, yeah, so not only did he use the wrong chemical, but like also the fact that like that, you know, they didn't even read the fucking instructions on the bottle. Brother. Oh my god. All right. Jesus Christ. Like, dude, I'm like, we could have just I don't know, dude. This is so fucking dumb. It's so dumb. Yeah. Yeah, you can't use it because it's fucking salt water. Like, I don't get it, dude. Like, they just, yeah, you can't even do it because it's fucking salt water. It's not even regular fucking water. It's not like the, like, fresh, or it's not even like, it's not even the same type of fucking water that's used for pools. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's reclaimed water. Fucking, oh my god. God, 40% of our fucking population is morons! I don't even say 40%, it's probably like 20%, let's be honest. You know, hold on. Percentage of in the United States 2026. Let's see here. Yes, I am not a robot. Thank you. I appreciate, you know, thanks. Thanks, Brave. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. It is dipped. Holy fuck, it is dipped. Wow. So it used to be like 40% at one point, but it dipped to 19.2%. Or 0.02%, sorry. Wow. Damn, that is a dip. How do you fuck up that much? Let's see. Wow, that is such a crazy amount. Okay. Wow. Jeez, that's so... Oh my god, wait, hold on. Hold on. Remains heavily concentrated within the Republican Party. Yep, 53%. Contrast. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay. So it's increased with the percentage of Republicans, but because of the fact that but there's way less Republicans now because of that shit. Because of MAGA. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, fucking MAGA ruined the Republican Party. That's so nuts, man. I'm sorry. I know that we're into I mean, I guess we're talking about politics and I guess you got into it, but yeah, dude, fucking they're they lost so many I can't believe that I can't believe it, man. It's fucking Republicans have dipped so much because of that shit. And it's and you could be I guess now it's something crazy about 65% of Republicans apparently identify as MAGA now, but Republicans have dipped so low that the percentage of MAGA people in general is 19%. That is so fucking low, dude. It dipped from it was at 40% and now it's at 19, dude. Like, that doesn't seem like much, like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, well, it's half, whatever. But like, that's like, what? How much? Like, that's a lot of people in the United States. Hold on. 300 million people and multiply that by what, 0.4? So you had like 120 million people that were like genuinely MAGA. Hold on. Let me see if I got that correctly. No, wait, hold on. I didn't do that correctly. Hold on, 0.4. Yeah, no, 120 million people beforehand, but now it's fucking 19%. So like what? 0.19. Yeah, so I mean 57 million people is still way too fucking many, but you lost how many? Lost about, let's see here. You lost 63 million people. You lost more people than you gained. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, you lost 63 million people. You lost more people than half, dude. That's nuts. That's nuts, man. I'm like, brother, like, Jesus Christ. Like, that is a crazy dip. I've never seen people like dip that much. I don't even think Reagan had that many people dip, like, you know, on him when he was president. Like, brother, it just, when you're worse than Reagan or Clinton, you've got to get your shit together. They're just like, there's no way, man. I mean, it's, you know, just, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. You know? I don't know. Whatever. Fucking nuts how that shit works, huh? Sorry, now I'm just sitting here having like some fucking victory laps because of like how fucking stupid people are. God damn. Oh, wait, Vay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. There is one thing we gotta check on real quick. Let's see how Phantom Neo-Nazi is finds out about this pool. Let's see here. God. Oh, he calls us. He calls us. Okay, he's so uncreative that he calls his community Neolites. What if you Neolites sent me? What a fucking loser, dude. Wait, dude. Yeah, I don't think anybody sent him anything. I just think he just fucking... Yeah, he definitely... I don't think anybody sent him anything. I think he just is, like, going through his, like, history. His, like, stuff that he put on his watch later. This dude is such... Wow, this guy just ended up becoming a reaction channel. What a loser. I know that I'm also that, but, you know, at least I fucking do something else. Cool. Well, glad I fucking pushed this guy to becoming the biggest
June
loser.
is asleep, 3.
Oh, sorry. Sleep. Oh, yes. Glad to hear it. Yeah, so, yeah, I didn't see that Neolite said anything about the reflecting pool, but I don't think I don't know. Dude is such a weirdo, but I don't think he... Sorry, I'm just having victory laps about my worst enemy. You know how it goes. You know, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And this dude is definitely an enemy. You know. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I find it hilarious because I've got like so many screenshots on this fucker. I got so many screenshots on him, and I'm like, brother, like I've tried. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm like literally have like an alternative account that I'm using that I'm trying to like see if I can like, you know, get some fucking get some like extra, or see if I can like get in the algorithm. I got in the algorithm of the Asmongold, like I got in the algorithm and the Asmongarbage like fan base, and I've been just like stealing clips from other Asmongold or Asmongarbage people and like posting them on to like fucking like those stupid like AI ones, and I've been seeing if I can make like some income off of it so I can pour it into my actual channel, this channel, the creative channel, because I'm genuinely I am like fucking. And here's the thing, I typically am not I would not steal, I would not typically like do any of this extra like fucking content creator content farm bullshit, but here's the difference: these fuckers are Nazis. So compared to other people, compared to other shit, I am going to like, the difference is I am building up this fan base so I can eventually just fucking expose Phantom Neo-Nazi for being a baby fur, because he's on this side of the anti-woke gamer grift, like MAGA head at like, pro cold cube ass like type of fucking fan base that he's got. And like I'm trying to grow that channel and see if like what do you call it? And then basically by a certain point I'm just gonna full blown show that's like, hey, guess what? This fucker right here, yeah, he's a fucking, it's like this fucker right here, yeah, he's into like, he likes all this fucking gay shit, and guess what? Like fucking the baby fur community is usually super supportive of like, they're super supportive of like trans people and LGBTQ plus people, so I'm gonna fucking dismantle his whole goddamn fan base. Yeah, nah. I'm thinking about it at least. I don't know. But again, I don't, well, no. Yeah, yes. That's what I'm just gonna do. This dude genuinely like wants, like, this dude is like, he's straight like, and if you don't like think that that's just a bad thing, this man is doxing the very people that sued him for his car accident. So, the people that are suing him because he caused a car accident. So, just saying, this man caused a car accident, and he's going to dox people if he loses his court case. So, like, Phantom Neo-Nazi is not a human. So I'm like, I'm genuinely going to I'm going to give this, like, fucker a taste of his own fucking medicine, But, like, you could call that cruel. You call that cruel, but you have to recognize that this fucker has been with a group that labels, like, gay people as terrorists and continues to, like, and probably he's in, like, a baby fur group. So he's going to what he's going to do is if freaking his little Phantom Neo-Nazi ass, like, if his little, like, fucking Nazi group ends up, how you say it, like, not the baby furs, but, if they end up telling them to, like, expose them, he will definitely do it. Those guys are in complete danger, like, because of his ass. Like, it's not safe to be near him. Or it's not safe to be, like, to keep him in there. He is going to expose that group at one point to a bunch of Nazis. So, and because, I don't want him to be fucking, what do you call it? Because I don't want him to fucking do that shit, I am going to, do something for the greater good at least. Call me crazy, but I don't even know if you're still here, June, but yeah. That fucker is going down. So. I'm gonna assume you passed out. Or you slept with, or you fell asleep or something. Yeah, you fell asleep or something.
No, I'm barely awake, lol.
No, I'm barely awake. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to say that, like, how you say it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be great, though. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be fantastic when freaking, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. That's if it works out, though. Like I said, I mean, I already have, like, a channel. I have, like, that separate channel. And like I said, I'm going to see, like, if, like, what do I call it? If I can somehow gain the fan base, I'm so getting his ass. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so getting his fucking, how do I say it? I'm so getting his fucking, his ass at one point. You know, it could take a while, but who knows? Like, freaking, how you say it? Yeah. Just gonna get his ass at one point, you know? Like, dude just straight up, like, wants to be the worst person ever, so I will show him being the worst person. Uh-oh. Hold on. This one only was 1 view. When did this go public? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh no. Wait a second. Why did this get nothing? Oh shit. Did I get caught? Oh balls, did I get caught? Something tells me that, something tells me I ended up getting something that caught me. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah. I think I got something that caught my ass. Interesting, because I have, like... So, there was a video that was posted today, or not today, but yesterday, that was on that alternative channel. And the interesting thing is it only shows 1 view, which means that, what do you call it? It only shows 1 view, which means that YouTube caught something, or like YouTube's AI caught something. And it doesn't want, and it like randomly just like cut off this channel from actually like, from getting like engagement. Weird. Yeah, it caught it for some odd reason. Odd. I did not think that those would get caught, but I guess it caught me. Oh well. Whatever. Okay. Alright. I need to end stream. You are about to fall asleep anyway, so I think it's probably good that we just go to that you just go to sleep and I end stream. So good night. I will hopefully, I'm trying to like get myself to like stream earlier, like in the what do you call it? I'm trying to get myself to stream like early in the day to like not day but like the afternoon, you know, like sometime at like 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time instead of like, or like not 2 p.m. but like, you know, like 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. like Mountain Standard Time or some shit, or like 1 p.m. or something. So at least for like a couple of hours, like a little bit earlier. But like I haven't been able to lately. I'm trying to, but it's like been really difficult too. So, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I need to use a restroom really bad. So good night.